Can you change nicknames here? No, it's a shame. Okay.
Wait, you can't?
I mean, we could change our overall name, but
I might as well. This is really the only Discord I use anymore.
yeah, that's true. I'm gonna change mine to Cosmic Chris 5, and I hope you change yours to the cartoon.
Current password. I don't know what my password is to Discord.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think this is it. I was correct. Okay.
Oh, password, right. You literally just said password, and I already forgot.
Yeah.
I can't wait to start getting messages.
Me and Kit did this one time like a year ago, and it really messed with people.
That's so fucking stupid. How do you spell that? Wait, fuck it. No, it's not even that funny, but it's super funny.
Did you fish?
I wanted to start dropping racial slurs, but I thought, you know what? Let's just not. What is wait, many? I didn't say many, or you didn't say many.
Did you? Maybe.
Oh my god.
This is the dumbest joke.
Yes.
So fucking stupid. Yeah, just fuck. Jesus, what is so hard about
She's
starting?
scared it's gonna update. It's like, fuck this.
Who cares? We're already 45 years late for this podcast.
Well, I mean, this is the closest we've been to on time in the last like month.
So can we draw? Would it be okay to drop a Kevin Spacey joke this episode? Oh my god! Oh. Gone to another dimension and become.
Jeez, that's a really. Oh god.
Oh, that is that boy right there.
That boy there's humping the air very hard.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's something.
You whore person.
Don't you fucking
Oh my god, it's
sexy
working too.
hoe.
Holy shit.
Oh wow, she's here.
No, it's my phone.
Oh,
I'm calling
Jesus
number 3
Christ.
again.
Fucking call it in.
That either says a lot about your phone or very little about your microphone. Because I couldn't tell.
because it sounds way
Why
better
does
than
it
that
sound the same?
microphone.
It
Yeah.
sounds,
I don't know what fucking piece of shit microphone Black Ops has, or phone rather. I don't know what fucking piece of shit phone he has.
Well,
but
it probably also had something to do with the fact that he was driving.
that's all.
You're not driving down the interstate with every single one of your windows
You don't
open
know
like
that.
he was.
Can you imagine?
Holding his phone out the window, yelling at it. It's exactly what it sounded like.
He likes getting air when he's driving, so he
I had a
sticks
small
his head out.
aneurysm when he came on with that last
I know,
episode.
right?
It was so bad. Christ. So are you gonna fix your computer or what?
It's turning on. It's now on the home screen. That's good.
That's good.
Jesus
I see my
Chris.
desktop. Beautiful, beautiful
God.
desktop.
Calm down, Chris.
I don't know what he's saying. I gotta leave the call if I want to see what he's saying.
Really?
Oh, I know, there's a button. They changed that
Well,
really
it's
weirdly.
gone now.
Fuck.
Oh, Chris, what? That's
Chris!
close.
Oh no! My hands have gotten away from me.
Thanks so back to my account. I don't feel like I've said anything I've said in the last 10 minutes. It's like a spirit has taken over my account tight for me.
It's been possessed.
I've been possessed by a southerner.
By an angry racist southerner. It's a very hard responsibility that comes with that, you know.
It is.
I can't, you can't help it. You really can't.
Dude, they fucking changed the way Discord worked. You could go on mobile and join a voice chat and make it so that, like, you could have it, your speakers. But now you can't do that. Yeah, believe it or not. But now they can't do that. So now it's just like you have to hold it in a phone, like, to your ear in order to
Oh.
hear it. That's
fucking
really
weird.
stupid. It feels like I'm on a phone call with you guys, and I really don't like how, like, intimate that is.
Is a phone call intimate?
I don't like being on phone calls, dude.
But is that intimate though? That
It's
sounds that's a
intimate.
weird word for a phone call. I mean, like
yeah, that's not the word I
people,
would
like,
use to describe a
I
phone
don't-
call.
business
Listen.
people go on phone calls all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
They're all
you think the
super
president of Microsoft is sitting on
each other.
Discord talking to his boys? Like, I don't think so.
He's just like, hey there, guys. It's Billy G here. We're gonna work out some windows.
What's that guy's name? General Nelson or something?
Major Nelson
Major
for
Nelson.
Xbox stuff.
Yeah, you think he's on Discord, been like eating his microphone?
Hey guys, so we're gonna talk about Xbox
I
today.
really don't appreciate you doing that while my speaker's literally in my ear. There are fucking 4 versions, 2 Discord update things, like, that are the mini versions, and 2, like, full-on white green of Discord opening.
What?
Like, the actual app itself.
What?
You're gonna make Cartooner go and watch Grease again.
I'm almost there.
He had it pulled up on Netflix.
I was crawling
Put it
into my
away.
screen.
He was trying to crawl into his corner
Dude.
of Grease.
When the power went out,
He was just gonna go full Grease.
I like all of my cell service, or not all of it. You have the first 10 gigabytes are fast, and the rest, because it's unlimited, is like really, really fucking slow to the point where you basically can't use your phone outside of like text.
What kind of communist country do you live in?
That's how my phone is, except
I
it's only
live
2
with-
gigabytes that are fast.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Shit's
it was
expensive, yo.
fucking expensive, yeah. So I used like all 10 gigabytes on Monday because we had no internet because I wanted to watch
Jesus.
Stranger Things.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
was
that's
streaming
worth
Stranger-
it though. Quite frankly, it's an
such a
incredible
good
show.
season. I haven't. Yeah, it's so fucking good. But so.
Oh
like,
God, Rivet's
Tuesday,
tweeting at the question thread
Oh
today.
God, that's new.
Skype's
Okay.
frozen and everything's frozen
You're
and everything's
and
updating.
he's gone. All right,
and
well,
Chris is gone.
Jesus fucking God.
Oh my god! Hey, at least it's not taking me as long as the whole fiasco of you two updating
No,
Windows.
don't. I'll take that was all me. I took forever. But we are coming up in about the same time, so
Are we?
Yeah, it's because
Oh
7:30.
yeah, I guess half an hour.
We played for like fucking 4 hours, and we were in a prison cell for like 3 hours.
He's muted.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Jesus
Are you
Christ.
alright?
I'm not.
What happened?
Fucking the internet just didn't for a while there. It just decided that that's not something I need in my life.
Hey, you know what?
This week is just full of technical difficulties.
Today, let's not do that.
Hey, cartooner, make sure that everything with the recording is gonna
Oh
work.
my God.
Just because, you know, we're 2 for 3 right now. Let's just make sure we don't go 3 for 3.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Christ
That's a good call.
alive.
Wow, technology really doesn't like us tonight.
No, it doesn't.
And actually, the other issue I've been having is I can't connect my camera to my computer anymore, which is fine because I can still take the SD card out and just shove that in the computer. But I'd like to sometimes be able to connect the camera because sometimes you need to connect the camera, and it just, and it just says "fuck no."
Fuck you.
What?
Do you have all the programs for it? Sometimes you need the programs for it to do anything.
Well, that's the thing. It worked. It's just on my desktop. When I plugged it into my laptop, it worked. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. And now it makes a different sound when I turn it on too, which makes me nervous. It just
Your computer or your camera?
My camera. Like it used to just turn on, but now I hear things inside of it happening. I don't like it.
I hear things.
I hear the demons inside it calling out, "Kill me!" Oh dear.
Oh my God.
Ah, beans.
Means.
So I've been recording now for 20 minutes. I don't know what the first 20 minutes are gonna look like, but Jesus Christ.
I think they're pretty great.
You fucking calling me a dumb whore and a cunt?
Don't worry, we all
that's
did.
so funny. Have you caught on yet?
Cunt or what?
I wouldn't tell her.
No, I don't think she is. She'll figure it out by the time, if she watches the first
I know.
bit of the episode.
I mean, I knew you guys were laughing a lot. You weren't like actually angry.
Well, yeah, no, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Now I want to know what. What am I gonna catch on to?
Don't worry about
you'll
it.
figure it out eventually.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, God, I just thought of some other things I could do with it though.
Like I told you, there's power that comes with it.
Yeah, there is a lot of
must
power,
learn-
but I'm also. I mean, I can do things, but it can also happen. So it's kind of spooky. I don't know.
What?
You'll figure it out. It would ruin it if I just told you.
No one wouldn't. Trust me.
There's great power.
Ruin it.
It really would.
Trust me.
You don't know what it is. You can't say trust me.
Is it the fact that being called dumb bothers me?
No. Nothing.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has
you.
nothing to do with you.
I mean, I guess. Well, no, it doesn't.
I mean,
if I have to catch on to it, and you guys can't tell me because it'll ruin it, then it probably has something to do with me.
Ish.
Probably.
I mean, if everything has something to do with you, God, you're so self-centered.
If it meets those requirements, probably yes.
It doesn't. I mean, it could happen with any. It doesn't. We can do it. It doesn't matter.
Listen. Don't worry about it.
You can.
Hey, you're worrying about it. Don't.
I will know if it doesn't have anything to do with me if you tell me.
You'll figure it out when the episode goes up.
But what if you cut it out?
I won't because it's really funny.
All right.
It's not gonna be great for the audio podcast, though.
Oh yeah, no. Basically, if you've
guys have
listened to the audio,
your
just
phone?
skip the first 10 minutes or something.
We may want to cut that out for the audio podcast.
Actually, that wouldn't be that hard to be able to do that.
Yeah, because it's literally 20 minutes of us sitting there just laughing.
Yeah, and click.
Yeah, and furious typing. Don't worry about it.
So you have okay. Never.
I'm worried.
Welcome
about
to episode 16. 16. Holy shit. Of Crusty Pickled Grandmas,
Christ.
the only podcast on the internet. I'm as
Sweet
always
16.
I'm always your host,
Dude,
the
it's
cartooner.
my age.
He with Chris Myers, as
But
always.
in-
As
Hi.
always, also Black Ops just said,
Hi.
"Fuck no."
He's playing Toontown. He's not even playing Toontown anymore.
Actually, yeah,
He's a
he's not even playing. Too,
So
which is
this is the disaster area of the week.
This is like a nuclear dump site.
This is 2 hours of my life that I never get back.
Yeah, I mean,
Every single week. Actually,
Yeah.
it's usually more than 2 because we usually spend about 7 hours recording the process
it's a
of
long
recording
process. I have just been
It's-
on Discord talking to people all fucking day, and by all fucking day, it's not that. I mean, like I woke up at noon, but it was like as I sat down with my cup of coffee, Armor's like, "All right, at everyone." and let's play D&D. And so we played D&D all day.
Oh, did you guys finally do D&D?
We did finally do D&D. Were you not here when I brought that up? Just a quick editor's note. I don't know why I feel the need to include this, but Chris was there when I initially brought up the D&D thing. You just don't know that as the listener because I actually cut that bit out because it just wasn't. It was like, I don't know. We were just chatting, kind of waiting for things to not be borked. So I don't know. Just so you're aware, for transparency's sake, I guess. For some reason.
No, that's when
when he died.
When his internet had a stroke.
Yes. Today
I died for
today
a while.
we played the D&D. If anyone's interested, Armor already uploaded it. Like
group. Was that what all that spam was on his YouTube channel?
Yeah.
So I went on YouTube and it was just like, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I probably should.
I don't know.
I just saw the
I don't know
like
how the fuck
videos.
he uploaded it so fast.
Jesus Christ, they're over an hour a piece.
Yeah, and he's like uploaded them in like
don't you know?
half an hour.
Dude, D&D.
Yeah, I know D&D is long, but I'm more astounded by the fact that he was able to get those edited and uploaded today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Well, I mean, edited. I mean,
well, edited. He probably just cut them, but still, he had to render those.
Yeah,
and then he had to upload them to YouTube.
Even the render times alone, I don't know how he's already done with them. That's insane. But whatever, man, they're up. I listened to a little bit. Am I always loud as fuck? Because I sounded really loud in that video.
He probably just has your.
Armor probably just didn't edit it.
Well, no, I mean, like I said, he never does. But
no, you're not normally loud.
Okay,
Hold on, let me see if I've turned you down. No, you're still
really
normal.
okay. Because I was listening to the video and he was normal volume, Rivet was normal volume, and then I'm like,
hey guys, welcome back.
That's how I felt in the fucking early episodes of the podcast. I was so fucking loud.
Were you?
Yeah. Oh god, yeah.
I never noticed.
Yeah.
Bro.
Maybe it's just my voice always annoys me. So like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you were, I would have turned you down. So I don't.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that.
See, Cartooner has those sick editing skills. TM.
Mad editing. Pew
I
pew 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 pew.
I should go look around and see if there's any like shitty YouTuber who has money, who's looking for an editor. I can make that cash money, and then I don't need to get a real job.
Like you could. I know some people make money off of doing highlights from streams. From live streamers.
That's true. Do that.
There you go.
I mean, you might get sued if you don't contact the streamer.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm doing it on commission, not
slightly
for fun.
You might have to buy a lawyer with whatever YouTube money you get.
All right.
If you get any at all.
I've got 50 cents and some belly button lint. What can that get me? Wait, what?
I'll spit in your face.
I'll spit in your face like a llama. What does that get me? It gets you a restraining order, you psycho.
Oh my god, Chris, I didn't even fucking see that one.
See what one?
White fuckers.
Yeah, Jesus Chris. Fuck.
I know.
What the fuck, Chris? What's wrong with you?
Okay. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Is that the thing I have to catch on to?
No.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I took a screenshot of the one where he said that one word.
I really regret this decision now.
It was shorter.
Oh yeah, it was just he just wrote the 3 letters straight.
Yeah.
The thing goes.
Jesus
Christ. How about cereal? Am I right? Like,
how about cereal?
Totes.
Is it like the greatest meal a human can have, or what?
No.
What?
No.
Okay.
Cereal's pretty great, but it's not the greatest meal.
Here's the thing. I know you're gonna hate me.
Yeah.
And I'm open. I'm
My body is ready.
Open to suggestions. My body's ready for suggestions. I haven't found a cereal that can cover up my disdain for milk so much to the point where I'm willing to eat it. Like, I'll eat cereal dry. Don't get me wrong. I'm fine with that.
That's really bizarre.
I love.
You're a communist. Second of all,
you're a dirty communist.
You are a dirty rat.
Well,
there is no reason to eat dry cereal.
I understand you're supposed to eat cereal fast so it doesn't get too soggy, but I can never fucking eat cereal that fast. I'm a slow eater, dude. and it always gets soggy, and I always have to throw most of it away, and I feel bad because that milk.
Have you considered just not being slow as an individual?
That's what I'm saying. I know you're supposed to eat it faster than I am, but I just can't. My body doesn't accept that much milk. It makes me want to vom. I hate milk so much.
There's a guard at the gate going, oh, no, sorry, we're at capacity.
It's one spoonful per like at least 5 minutes.
Jesus Christ!
When I was in middle school, there was a friend of mine. I don't know what happened to him after middle school, but he was around in middle school. And at lunch, we would be eating, everyone would have their food or whatever, they'd be eating like a normal person. And he would have a slice of pizza, and he would take a bite and set it down. And then he would sit around, kind of
that is exactly how he
listen
eats.
to the conversations, and then a little while later, pick it up, eat
like
another bite.
Every single day?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine that does the exact same thing. I went to breakfast with him the other day, and I was there for about 2 hours. And
my God.
I ate all of my food. It was like a big thing. So we both got the same thing. It's a huge thing. And I ate all of it in like, 20 minutes. He'd just sit there, he'd, take a bite out of the waffle, reach over, get his coffee. So anyways,
nice
I went over there and it's like 30 minutes of conversation. And he's like, my waffle's getting dry. And then it's like just such the slowest thing in the world that drives me crazy because I eat fast. Like I see food, I put it in my body as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I feel like I pretty much just inhale my food.
Yeah, I open my mouth, food enters it, and it's gone. It's not a slow process.
I counter that by only eating like once or twice a day. But
yeah,
I definitely just inhale.
Yeah,
like a bowl of cereal in particular. A bowl of cereal. What I'll do is I'll take I'll fill it up with something delicious, like literally any cereal except for the shit with raisins, and then I'll like nearly drown it the entire thing in milk because that's the only time I drink milk, and it's the only time it actually tastes good because it's been cerealified. And I'll pretty much just drink the entire bowl. That's how you do it, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But now, if you're asking for something that makes the milk taste good, I mean, I'm not exactly a huge fan of chocolate milk, but any sort of chocolatey cereal that turns the milk chocolate does seem to help because it doesn't taste like chocolate milk. It tastes like cerealified.
It tastes like sugar.
Milk. It tastes like sugar. Yeah.
It's basically what it tastes like.
But also, it's like if you don't like milk, I mean, you just you don't drown it like I do, type of thing. You just put a bit in.
Yeah.
How much is the optimal amount of milk in cereal?
As little as you can without just scarfing down dry cereal.
Okay, your question, your answer does not count.
Well, and also, I guess mine doesn't either because mine is like you overflow the bowl with milk.
We have like all three because I'm just like nice middle even ground for it. So we've got like all three levels of milk cerealness.
Yeah,
like Maya who just like opens up the thing of milk, goes whoop, and then just puts it away. There's one drop of milk that graces the top of one piece of cereal is immediately evaporated.
That's enough.
She has like a dropper. She just takes one.
Now,
squirt.
I will just consume this desert of absolute dryness on my plate now. You don't need a bowl. You don't need a bowl for dry cereal because it's not a meal that you need a bowl for. Because at that point, it's just like a piece of wheat laying on your plate. Or
why would you stick it on a plate? It's still best in a bowl.
Is it though?
It's nice. It's like you always eat chips in a bowl for the most part, don't you?
I mean, I eat chips in a bag.
Well, I mean, if you have like a whole family-sized bag that you're sharing with, like,
I don't need that middleman of a bowl for chips. I just reach my hand in the bag. This is America. We need to get things done quick.
Yeah, but like I'm thinking of it like
the
in the context of a family. You're not gonna.
I still do that in the context of a family.
You just
my family is full of
take the bag and go run away with it. You're a piece of shit. Then.
Absolutely, that's absolutely what I do. It's what every single person in my household does because we are savages.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Oh my
god.
Why? Fucking if you share, you hooligans.
No. God no.
Here's the thing.
I want to get fat on my own.
All the time. I won't do it all the time. And when I do, take it from the bag and put it on a bowl or a plate, most of the time I use a bowl. Sometimes I do use a plate though. Sometimes I'm just
it just feels weird to put chips on a plate for some reason or
it does. It feels more lunch-esque.
It's just if I want chips, it's in a bag.
If I just want a snack, well, I mean, I guess it's a snack either way. But it's like I don't know. if I just don't want as many chips, I put it in a bowl, like a real small bowl.
I have no self-control because I'll just keep going back and refilling the bowl until the bag is empty.
I
and
did
at that
that.
point, once again,
I
like
did that
cut
with
out the
beef
middle
jerky
man.
recently. I grabbed a little bowl just because I wanted to limit myself, but then I ate the whole bag.
Yeah,
Granted, it wasn't much
why
beef jerky,
just
but like,
conserve
holy
that
fuck,
little
dude.
bit of energy and just bring the whole bag and be a fat, horrible
Well, the
piece
thing
of
is,
shit.
I was trying to be a respectful human being and a respectful family member and trying to share with everyone, but my
You do not live in a
couldn't.
dog-eat-dog household.
no, I do.
You're the survival of the fittest. You get that bag, you own it.
I try not to do that shit, but everyone else in my house does, so I guess maybe I should too.
You go into the pantry, it's like a war zone when you're trying to find food. It's a
You have to go
Mexican
in there
standoff. I turn around with that bag of chips, and my dad's
shank your
standing
family
there.
member.
He's just like, "Give me the chips." I'm like, "No."
We always return it back to the thing once we're done.
Oh yeah, I mean it
I
gets
believe you.
returned, but
Okay.
we hoard the
Good.
chips.
I guess the thing is, too,
It's not like
I never
Yeah.
really have chips outside of a meal, so that's why I'm always like, I'll grab a
that's
bit.
fair enough.
Actually, with a meal, I generally will put it on a plate. Actually, like if it's like having like sandwiches, you know,
Yeah.
sandwich and then a little like a pile of chips on the side of your plate, and then and
I
whatever
don't.
else.
All right. Real
this is about the
talk,
only time I don't eat chips
Real
out of the bag.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but chips taste so much better depending on what you're eating it with. Like
Yeah.
chips, I don't know what it is. Doritos taste fucking 10 times better when you're eating them with a sandwich than when you're just eating them by
When you're just
themselves.
shoveling
I'll agree
I
with
don't know
that.
what it is.
Yeah.
Like,
like
don't
7
know
Up or Sprite or anything like that. That tastes way better with specifically
Yeah.
a Pizza Hut pizza. Not as good with Domino's. Not as good with like some sort of a local place. Specifically with Pizza Hut pizza. I noticed that the other day, where actually, because my dad will sometimes get just like a bottle of, I don't, is 7 Up or Sprite, is that a thing that is like depends on your region, or is that just like national? I don't know.
No, that's the thing.
Okay, I don't know these things. Anyway, so he'll get something like that, and he'll mix it with a drink or whatever, and but then I'm an addict, so I'll have some as well, and
Naturally.
and I'll be sipping, and I'm like, man, I really want some specifically Pizza Hut pizza right now.
I would
Sponsor. I'd really like some.
This
Pizza
glass
Hut
of 7 Up
pizza.
is brought to you by
Trademark.
Pizza Hut.
Turns to the camera, smiles, holds up a piece of pizza.
And my family's incredibly creeped out because I'm just staring into nothing. But it's like I'm staring at them, but they can tell I'm not looking at them. It's like what the
Just
fuck?
blankly 1,000-yard stare.
I think he's talking to a camera again. Oh god! Grab the syringes.
Finally
We gotta
losing
put
his
them down
mind.
again.
Oh god.
put him down again.
Yeah.
It didn't take last time.
You fucking survived the shot.
I didn't mean put down like a dog. I meant put down like put me to sleep. I mean like make me go night night for a little while, not like put me 6
Forever.
feet
No,
under forever.
tranquilizer. Not fucking take him out to the backyard and put a gun to
You
his
just
head.
just his dad lift up a pistol. It's like it's that time of the day again. Look at the rabbits.
Time
Look
to
at the
kill-
rabbits.
Time to kill our zombie son once again.
It's like your mom is asking your dad, where's Cartooner? And your dad's like, he went off to a farm up north. And then you come back the next day and he's like, fuck.
Not again.
Wait, yes, somehow my dad is the only one aware that I'm fucking insane. He's the only one dealing with it. Everyone else is
Yeah.
completely oblivious.
Yeah, nobody else
Like,
noticed.
welcome back. I'm like, my return is brought to you by
How was your
Domino's.
farm trip? And you were like, my farm trip was great. But you know what would make it even better? A Pizza Hut.
Some spicy hot
Fresh out of the
Cheetos from Walgreens.
oven.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Anyways, I haven't found a cereal that I appreciate that much yet.
See,
Like-
what you need is some Lucky Charms. TM.
Lucky Charms, I like.
Lucky.
Those are pretty
Actually,
good.
you know what's weird? I don't know if like Lucky Charms or anything like that is my favorite because a lot like and like Honey Nut Cheerios too. And they're kind of bland-ish. They're kind of just normal cereals. But like if I'm ever really hungry and I want some cereal, those are always the ones I crave for some reason.
Yeah.
Like specifically
That
Honey
was-
Nut Cheerios. I don't. It's kind of bizarre.
I was gonna
Honey
say,
Nut Cheerios are pretty good.
They're
though.
good.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Honey Nut Cheerios are the only ones that I will eat an entire cereal bowl of. Those are the only ones that I can, like, they're good enough for me to do it, and I have no idea why.
Honestly, I'll admit that I would
Honey Nut, too.
Honey Nut Cheerios for some reason are the ones I will eat those dry. Like I'll get those. They're just the only cereal I can actually eat dry.
fuck.
Really?
Like
Lucky
you
Charms,
get those little. I'll get those little
marshmallows?
like
Ooh, they're so good dry.
those what are those like little cup things that just have a little thing of cereal in it. I'll just throw one of those in my lunch and just sit there and eat it at my desk. I don't even need to get some milk because those aren't that bad. Everything else is like this could be better with some milk.
I
This
guess
would be
that.
better if I
Actually,
wasn't a savage.
a company that does all cereal really well is Special K. I found that
Damn.
they all have
Stares at camera.
really fucking good cereal. I don't even
Special
know
K
what
is
is
pretty good.
exactly about it. But
Dude,
like,
my brother,
holy shit.
who fucking would die for cereal. He fucking loves cereal. Like,
He's a good
Like most good,
It's like-
respectable
He's a good boy.
humans.
it's disturbing the amount of that he just, like, he would rather eat cereal every single day of his life than any meal.
I mean, cereals.
I
loves
think
it.
I've eaten a bowl of cereal every day of my life. I mean, since I could, since I had teeth
Eat
and I could
cereal.
chew,
Yeah.
like I think I've had a bowl of
But,
cereal
like,
every single day.
he fucking lives for Special K. That is his
It's
favorite.
it's
cereal.
it's some
Specific-
really good shit.
specifically-
It's pretty good.
Really specifically, the ones with the dried out strawberries in it.
Those ones
That's
are
the
pretty good.
worst kind.
Are you
What?
serious?
Huh.
Yeah.
I like the dried out.
Actually, I
strawberries.
think maybe why I don't like that is because I'm very particular about my fruit. I don't like it. I only like
maybe.
fruit in its natural form. I don't want it. I don't want it in anything else. I don't like it. I hate it. I hate it in yogurt. I
Ungodly.
hate it in pies.
Oh,
I
really?
hate it in. I don't like.
You hate-
I don't like it. It just. It needs to be
Hold
just
on,
a
you've
fruit.
never had the really weird glory that is a banana and a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios.
What?
Yeah, no, I have, and it's anus. I
It's
hate it.
good.
I hate
What?
it.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude,
because then,
dude,
because at that point,
my
it's not just a
grandmother-
banana; it's a banana in milk, and I'm like,
You-
nope, this has been ruined.
That's
Vanessa.
not. That's not. Oh God, that just reminded me of something that's like not a good thing that my dad does, and it's like it's banana
do?
and mayonnaise sandwiches.
Oh God,
They
my,
are
actually my sister did
not
something
good.
similar. I don't. Yeah, it's
not
like,
great.
Oh God, why
That's
would
disgusting.
you do this to yourself?
It's not
I mean,
okay.
I hate myself. I didn't realize you hated yourself that much too. Jesus.
Yeah.
I think the reason why I like Honey Nut Cheerios and bananas so much is because my grandmother, when I was like really, really young, she ran a daycare. So any snacks that she gives to the children, you have to eat it. You're not gonna fucking go the afternoon without a snack because she'll get like 8 billion calls from the child's parent. Be like, my child didn't eat. So every single snack that she gave, the child had to finish it. And sadly, I was part of
God.
that. Yeah. And so in the mornings, sometimes, occasionally, we would have Honey Nut Cheerios, and she'd always give us bananas in it. So
Ugh.
I think looking back at it now,
That's child
it's
abuse.
probably just like a nostalgia thing.
It's
Where it's
child
like,
abuse.
oh, well,
That's some Kevin Spacey level child abuse.
Yeah. It wasn't me this week. It wasn't me. I want the record to state.
Yeah,
oh my god.
I mean, it sort of was.
Like there were some foods that I really enjoyed, but now I fucking like it's so disgusting to think about them because I had them so much when I was a kid. One of them was like I can't even. It was like a little bowl of ice cream that was vanilla ice cream, and it had like chocolate syrup
what a
in it,
monster.
like mixed in with it. Like no, I liked it at first when I was a kid. And then I kept eating it, and I was like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my entire life.
Ice cream?
I hate it. Because it's like, I'm not a big fan of vanilla ice cream anyways.
Oh my
to be,
god.
like-
Wow.
Yeah.
Whore.
And like,
God.
the chocolate syrup wasn't even good chocolate syrup. Like, it had a terrible aftertaste. Yeah.
I love
Wow.
vanilla ice
I
cream.
think
Vanilla
maybe
ice cream
that's
is
why
the
I don't
shit.
I
like
think
vanilla ice
think
cream.
when I get ice cream, I want me some vanilla.
Yeah.
All right, I had this discussion with one of my friends. He asked me, Maya, what's the best ice cream flavor?
Maya.
And I said, well, Ben. There was a Connor, I can't
Oh,
remember.
yeah.
One of those two white boys.
So much name drop.
Wait, what was the other name?
I know, right? It was either Ben or Connor.
Oh, that's a
two
con. And I'm like,
pretty
that's a white
generic.
name?
No.
Jesus. That sounds like straight out
I
of
think
Saudi
it was-
Arabia.
Okay, Apu. Tell me what you.
A poo, little white boy.
White boy. But so, yeah, I think it was Ben. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He asked me, and I was like, I mean, clearly it's, maybe chocolate ice cream or maybe strawberry ice cream. I could go for strawberry ice cream too. And then he was like, what? What about vanilla? And I was like, white boy name. If you think vanilla,
John White boy.
if you actually think vanilla is the best ice cream flavor, you are a bland human being.
No. White, not
pretty
white.
good, though.
White ice cream.
White ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream has the most customization options because it can.
Yeah, it does.
It can go
you
with
can do a
almost.
lot with vanilla ice cream.
I'm fine with that.
Creams.
Like, I'm fine with that because you can add a bunch of shit onto it.
Yeah, that's
he
why
was
it's the
talking
best.
about like nothing on it, just the ice
Well,
cream.
It's
actually,
still pretty great.
granted, I still like that actually as well. I mean, it depends.
It's still
It
pretty
depends on
great.
the brand of ice cream you get, but
Yeah.
That's also true, yeah. But
If
I'm
you
just
get that
saying.
nice vanilla.
you get that real
I'm
nice
just saying,
vanilla bean.
fucking-
Yeah, you get that
real
top
nice-
shelf Walmart brand ice cream. It's pretty
You get
great.
some real
not
good.
gonna lie.
You
Have
get
guys
the
ever,
good
have
shit.
either of you ever had chocolate Haagen-Dazs ice cream? It is the best ice cream.
I mean,
ever.
probably.
Probably, yeah. Got a
Oh,
lot
I
of
don't.
Haagen-Dazs in my
keep
day.
track of all the ice cream I get. I just kind of eat it.
My checklist, I kind of quit keeping up with it after a few ice creams in, because I'm a normal human being.
Yeah, I forgot to
There's,
update
like,
my spreadsheet of all the ice creams I'm eating.
fucking, I only know 2 ice cream like brands by name, and that's Ben and Jerry's and Haagen-Dazs. I've never had.
I
Ben
guess
and
I know
Jerry's.
3. 'Cause I think so. Dove, Ben and Jerry's, and
Yeah.
Haagen-Dazs. Those are the 3 I could think of.
Y'all have,
There's also
Dude,
that big
Germans are
tub
so
you can
good
get,
at
like the
ice
big
cream. I don't
bucket
know
of ice
how.
cream. You know
yeah,
what I'm talking
that one
about?
doesn't have a name.
Like the
It's
one
just,
you- the one you-
I
the
know
one
what
you
you're
get for,
talking
like,
about. It's everywhere.
School
nobody knows
birthday
its
parties
name.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-gallon drum of.
Well, I don't know if it's a 5-gallon
cream.
drum, but
Yeah,
it's a bucket.
but
It's
I
definitely
know.
a bucket, you know.
You could fit a head in there if you needed to.
I think the only reason why I really don't like that. Also, what the
Why are
fuck?
you showing heads in buckets?
What?
Don't worry about it.
I think the only reason why I don't like those big tubs is because after a while it gets freezer burn.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
I
still
no.
mean,
be
yeah,
like-
because no human being is going to eat that much ice cream. It's a 5-gallon drum of
But
ice
it's like-
cream.
It's not good. I don't think it's 5
I
gallons.
think I've done this one too many times where I take the bowl, I'm like, oh, that's got a lot of freezer burn on it. But at that point, I'm just like,
I'm committed.
I really want ice cream right now.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
tough it out and I eat it.
I mean, ice cream freezer burn isn't nearly as bad as
It's
other
not-
freezer
No.
burn. You know, it's just kind of like a little bit's kind of fucked. But I mean, for the
Yeah.
most part, it's
Yeah.
fine. That's what I always think.
I think
But-
I just did it one too many times.
I mean, I think
And
those
now I'm just
those
like-
big buckets are meant for like parties and stuff, not for
Yeah.
I mean,
you know,
yeah.
a
Those aren't
family
meant
of
for
4 or
individual
whatever.
consumption.
no, it would be from a party, but we just left it over at my house because
Yeah,
Pretty wild parties.
I know, right? Fucking love those fucking 15-year-old birthday parties
fucking woo.
where people
Where
get
they're eating their
fucking
5-gallon drum of
wild
ice
on
cream and-
Sprite and pizza.
and 9 o'clock curfew. Woo!
Fucking Jerry's leaving the house by 6:30 p.m.
Just
We're
watch
staying
out
up
for
after
that
the
wild
sun
Johnny
goes
White
down.
boy. He'll get you.
Look,
Oh
Mom,
my
are
God.
those stars? I've never been awake to see them.
The moon is coming out. What is this?
Mom, what happened to the sun? Is
science
it gone
class.
forever? I thought it just went down a little bit, and then you went to sleep, and then when you woke up, it was back again. I thought it was just like,
I didn't know it went
I thought
away.
it was just sitting down for a minute. What happened,
With the sun.
Mom?
I thought it was sitting down.
Mom, it's so dark.
I'm not okay.
Mom, I'm blind. I can't see.
They always made me put the blinders on after 6 o'clock.
Wait, are we in space now? I can see the universe.
What are all those little dots in the sky?
Die.
Mom,
Oh
someone
my
poked holes in the black sky.
Oh.
Did God kill the sun, Mom? So is that
Mom,
is that thing
what's
is that
giant
thing
white
Satan?
thing in the sky?
Thanks, Driver.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Driver.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Oh, Chris, do you have a Yahoo?
It's time for a Yahoo.
Yahoo!
Gotta go in here. Actually, I had another one that I also liked, but this one is pretty good because it's longer. There's some bad Yahoos out there today. It took me like an hour to find this one. This one's from Kyla. She,
Kyla.
she. I assume it's a she. Kyla sounds like a woman's name. She asks, "Is there a ghost in my room? For the past few days, I've been hearing things move around my room. About 4 days ago, or 3, I can't remember. I've been hearing bags crunch and move around my room. Then I heard one of the strings on my ukulele play. ... Then last night, I heard a scratch on my door. It wasn't loud, but it wasn't quiet. So I tried avoiding these sounds by listening to music. But whenever I would do that, I felt like someone was watching me. I have been so paranoid, I cannot sleep until like 4 in the morning. Please help me. Tell me what is happening."
I think she has a mouse in her room.
Now, but also, real fast, are you sure it says Kyla and not Maya? Because it's...
It does sound...
It just sound like me.
It does sound exactly like you.
Does sound like...
Dude,
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Hey, audience, you remember that spooky episode last week?
So
Fucking-
spooky,
really spooky.
that we had to bring it into the next episode because I found a ghost story this episode.
Yeah. But so, fucking the day after recording that episode, I was lying in bed. I was chilling on the phone. I'm trying to go into sleep.
On a phone call.
On a phone call.
Doing business with the
my
Chinese.
business
Very
partner.
intimate.
It was super intimate. It was with my boys that fucking own Bill Gates, my boy. Anyways, so I heard my door creaking, and I was like, "Ooh, who's coming in my room?" Because typically, as my mother does, when she gets up at night to go pee, she'll like check in on me to make sure I'm not, still on my computer at 2:30 in the morning. Most of the time, she does find me there. And I'm used to her opening up the door, checking to see if I'm on my computer, then closing the door. And you can't see who opens the door from the angle my bed is at, but like, yeah. I'm having a stroke. So
You can't see that. That's the end of the story.
no, I heard the door like start to open, like as if somebody was like beginning to push on it, and then I was like, okay, my mom's coming in, and then the door opened. There was a hesitation, and then the door didn't close because normally it closes as soon as my mom registers. She's not at her computer. She must be asleep. That's just how it is.
2 states. Awake and on computer,
On
asleep
computer.
and not on computer.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, that's my life.
Yeah.
And so the door didn't close, and I said, "May I help you?"
Is that how you were doing to
Thank
your
you for
mother?
coming to McDonald's. How may I help you?
I don't know why, but I always respond to my mom whenever she like doesn't outright talk to me first. I just say, "May I help you?" I suppose it's a little disrespectful.
Yo, dog.
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck,
and
dog?
there
What do
was
you
no
want,
response.
bitch?
There's no response, and then I was like, "Ooh, that's spooky kabuki." So I said, I called out. That's why a few days ago I tweeted out that I'm that first white person that gets murdered in every horror film because I fucking sat up in my bed and I said, "Hello," and
Yo, dog.
the door was still open. So I was like, "Oh, that's terrifying. Better whip out my phone and text the group chat."
What else you started posting on Discord?
Gotta get my
about it.
squad.
Yeah.
Hey, what's
And
going
so-
on, squad fam? Here's an update. There's a ghost inside my room right
That's why I
now.
was fucking, I fucking sent it in the GoBicker group chat. And fucking, what's his name? Bobbles, man. No, Bungle Fairy made jokes about burning down my house, which is
Yep.
accurate. So
Yeah, but
I
you
got
should
out-
have.
I really should.
I think I'm gonna
still
burn it
should.
down.
You know what?
now.
I'm gonna do it right now.
But so I got out of bed
BRB.
and I checked the halls. Nobody was there. I went out to the kitchen. Both my cats were just chilling, like they normally do in the kitchen at night. I don't know why. And nobody was out there. Everybody was in bed, asleep. And I was like, huh, that's really scary, and I'm very alarmed right now.
Very
So I
spooked.
thought,
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
thought my best course of action was to pretend nothing ever happened, close my door, and go back to bed.
That's what I always do.
So I did that.
Yeah.
I did that. I was messaging the group chat to try and not, have a heart attack.
Right.
Then the fucking sound happens again, and I'm like, ooh, no! And then the fucking door opens again.
Have you
I'm like,
considered
"Alright."
buying a lock to put on your door?
I
Do you think
Have
that's
been.
gonna stop a spirit
Yeah.
who could travel between
I
the
mean-
death dimension and the life dimension?
Get blessed with holy water.
That's true. You could just
I should buy a lock. That ghost is really
Can you buy holy water on
invading
Amazon?
my personal space.
can you buy a 5-gallon drum of holy water? Because you can buy a 5-gallon drum of lube. So
Yeah, you can buy holy water on Amazon for $10.
I want to buy both. You can mix them together.
you can throw it. You can put it like a water balloon and throw it at your door. And just go. Don't touch the door, bitch.
Get out of here.
That'll teach it.
Yeah, the door opened again.
Yeah, but you'll
I was
hear,
like, all right.
you'll hear hissing
All
or
right.
something. It's just trying though. You're like, well, fuck.
So, and then after the door opened, I heard my dad get out of bed, and then he walked into the bathroom, and the door was still open. I hadn't gotten out of bed at that point. I still have to pick up, and I don't know why it's not happening. That's why I'm like talking weird.
Huh?
Never mind.
What?
I'm having a continuous stroke. I can't talk for long periods of times, and you know this. Why are you letting me tell a story? Anyways, he went to the bathroom, he left the bathroom, and then I was like, hey, have you been opening my door? And he was like, no, I haven't opened your door at all. Why? And I was like, because it opened on its own. Dummy. I didn't say dummy, but... And then...
You dumb shit.
You
Yeah,
fucking
and then he
idiot.
just,
What do you think I'm asking? Because I think we have ghosts. Idiot.
So he closed the door and like pushed on it to make sure that, you know, it wasn't the quote unquote wind or anything. Didn't open again for the rest of the night. Coincidentally, that was the night where the fucking huge storm hit that knocked half the population's power out. And my dad was like, well, yeah, I had, like, the day after, my dad was like, yeah, the door thing, don't worry about it. Alright?
You're
I
like,
had the
"Don't
bathroom.
worry
about it.
I had the bathroom window open, so of course it's gonna open your door. And I was like, but Dad, I went to the bathroom before I went to bed, and nobody went out of their rooms after I went to bed. Holy fuck, Discord. Nobody left their rooms after I went to bed. And when I went to the bathroom before I went to bed, I closed the window. So that's not it. Then my dad was like, well, I had my window open. And I was like, Dad, your room is fucking next to mine and down the hall. How the fuck? How the fuck?
What the fuck,
It's
idiot?
adjacent. Yeah, it's adjacent to my
Yo,
room.
dog, what the fuck?
Pretty much, I wanted to say, yo, dog, no. I'm just pretty sure there are ghosts. And I think the more I, like, verbally talk about them, the more they can hear it, and the more that they are like, oh no, she's on to us, better make her scared.
Buy the holy water.
Just
$10.
get a bunch of holy water balloons.
You can is Amazon Prime.
There you go.
Anyway,
Not a sponsor,
so,
by the way.
yeah, not sponsored at all. So, how do we get rid of the ghost? Are there ghosts in Kyla/Maya's room?
No, I think
or how do we get
I think it's like you said. No, actually, I'm not. I don't believe it. You guys said rodents. I was just gonna agree with you. No, it's a ghost. You've been haunted.
Dude, what if it's a ghost of a rodent?
Holy fuck.
Oh, see, maybe that was what was in my room my story. Because I'm like, there is definitely not anything else in here. But if it was a spirit of a rat or something, the idea.
I mean, it would make sense.
You know, okay. So the idea of a dog makes me very happy, and the idea
Yes.
of a rat makes me very uncomfortable. I
Okay,
hate rats.
that's understandable.
Yeah, rats aren't great.
Anyway,
All right,
I think
what's your
like
stance on mouse
we have a link.
or mice?
There'll be a link in the description to this holy water. Go ahead and get it. Fill a water balloon and just start. I mean, fill a few even. Get a few and just start throwing
Just keep
all over
it
the
next
place.
to just keep it next to your bed on your nightstand.
Oh yeah. You could use it as a weapon and be like, I think there's something coming.
You hear a
Whoosh,
noise,
and you
you
just
just-
throw a bunch
you
of
just
water on
chuck
the
it.
floor.
Holy water goes everywhere. Probably hits an electrical socket, short circuits, and burns your house
I
down.
think if I threw a water balloon at my door, it would hit my computer and short circuit it.
Yeah, well, shit's
Yeah,
already
but
whacked.
then the
though.
house burns down and it takes the ghost with it. So you're killing two birds with one stone.
Well, how do we? Listen. I'm a terrible aim. How do we know I hit it?
That's a good question.
Splash
I don't
damage,
know.
right?
Splash damage.
I mean,
I
how
mean,
much
I
holy
guess.
water does it really take to get rid of a ghost? I'd imagine it's just
Actually, we
like,
should put our own
I don't know.
Yahoo answer.
Do we need like a direct hit?
I don't know.
How much holy? Okay, got another
Why is
Google.
there-
to Google.
I mean, there's got to be.
What are the-
Actually, there might. I mean, splash damage might be sort of a thing if it's holy water. You know?
How much
Why
holy
is it
water
Russian?
does
Why
take?
is what
Don't worry
Russian?
Why
about
is
it.
the holy water Russian?
Oh, because
All right.
they've got the purest holy water. Duh.
It's actually secretly just vodka.
I mean, yeah, it
Maybe.
probably is. 6 tools to carry out a successful spooky ghost hunt.
Is that the actual title?
Great. Yeah, it's a Gizmodo article.
Oh. Okay. Well.
How
okay,
fucked
sure.
would it be? Real talk. How fucked would it be if, like, say somebody was like, oh, I think my house is haunted, gonna get holy water. They accidentally splash holy water on themselves, and then they fucking burn themselves.
You're like,
They
oh
are
my
the
god,
ghost.
I'm the ghost the whole time.
I'm
Dude, that's an M. Night
haunting my
Shyamalan
own
ding dong twist right there.
Dude, I gotta
that was
fucking,
racist.
dude, I have to fucking trademark it right now. I have to copyright that shit. M. Night Shyamalan ain't gonna fucking steal my shit. Intellectual
Didn't he
property.
already do that though? Isn't that what the Sixth Sense is?
I thought that's
I
what
never
Signs
watched
was.
Signs was an alien movie, you silly Billy.
It involved splashing water on things. That's all I remember
That's
about
true.
that movie.
That's
And the
true.
fact
That's
one of my
all
high
with-
school teachers made me watch it. It
Is
was
that the one
horrible.
with Mel Gibson? Or am I thinking of a completely different movie?
Yeah, that one's got Mel Gibson in it.
Okay.
That was like right around the time he lost his mind and became. Was he one of the ones that became a Scientologist?
I don't know, but I know he
I think
hates
he
Jewish
was.
people.
Yeah, he kind of lost his mind there for a while. It's about the time he made Signs.
Why
Mel
does
Gibson's Scientologist. Okay, yeah, he's
Wait.
not a Scientologist. I thought he
Harrison
was.
Ford is trending? That makes me
Did he
nervous.
die?
Yeah, that's why I'm nervous. Oh, Harrison Ford goes after Trump teen while accepting environmental honor.
Oh,
Carrie
okay.
F is doing good.
Oh,
He's
you,
alive and well.
Harrison
Oh,
Ford.
Harry's doing fine. He's not going
Harrison
anywhere.
Ford has some harsh words for Trump administration and climate change deniers. I had to hover.
You should get Harrison Ford to
Holy
be in your ghost movie.
Fuck. So I just refreshed your Twitter, Chris. And
Yeah, it's
now
got 20
there's-
notifications.
Yeah,
I know.
holy shit.
I'm aware.
Holy fuck.
I opened up Twitter about 20 minutes ago and saw that barrage.
I just refreshed because I was curious. It's like, jeez.
Yeah, I've just got Twitter muted on my phone now. It no longer makes a sound. This is like the one app that does not let me know if I've been notified of anything. It's great.
It's probably a good call.
It is wonderful.
Oh boy.
Next,
Yeah. So I think
Or,
it's just some
you know,
sort of
ghost
some
rat.
sort of splashy job, or just
Yeah.
I mean,
Get some holy water.
Flash job.
Or instead of like waiting for our Yahoo answer, the shit's obviously a pressing issue. Just
Yeah.
go fucking
So-
Google it like we did. You know.
So, okay, what if you like? Could you ghost proof your house if you just like flooded the house with a thin layer of holy water, like an inch of holy water across the ground? Would that just like
Is it worth it at that point? I mean, that's gonna be a lot of water damage.
it's like a water bed?
Holy
but for
water
your
is
floor?
still holy.
It's like a water on your floor. If you put salt on every single exit of your house, either none of the ghosts can get in,
or
or
get
none
out.
of the ghosts can get out.
You should do that.
So it's really a win-win.
You're not stuck in
You
here
do
with
that,
me. I'm
you-
stuck in here with you.
Holy
Wait,
water, holy water, holy water, holy water.
I fucking fill
Wait,
up like
it's like it's like the
those
scene.
water guns. And fucking
It's like the
start
scene.
spraying
It's like the scene in
everywhere.
Monsters Inc. where Sully's getting choked out by Randall, and Mike throws a snowball at him, and then he realizes that he's been there the whole time, and so it's like you throw a water balloon at somebody else, and it hits a ghost, and you're like, what? Or actually, there's what's that? Oh, it was I think it was in The Conjuring as well, where the mom was outside doing laundry, and then one of the fucking the things she was hanging up fell off, and it was starting to blow away in the wind, and then it like got wrapped around a person who wasn't there.
That
It
was
like,
God.
Halloween.
Halloween.
I think it was.
I think it was
Pretty
The
sure it was Michael
Conjuring.
Myers. Was it The Conjuring?
Yeah, because it was
I
a
thought
ghost.
they did that in Halloween.
I mean, it
one of the
might have done
Halloween
Halloween,
movies.
but was it a ghost in Halloween? I don't think so.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I think not.
Anyway,
wasn't
that's just
Insidious.
that's just spooky.
Either way. Anyways.
It's fucking spooky
probably
shit. I don't know, man. Anyway,
Spooky,
so yeah,
spooky.
just my or whatever her name was. Just Google it. I mean,
Just
that's
Google it,
that's
find
probably
it.
the
Yeah,
best
just
idea.
Google it.
Guess salt. That always works too.
This is our very wise counsel here.
Yeah. Or I
I
don't know,
mean,
like
you
some
could-
candles.
You could.
Yeah, light some candles, put some salt out, splash some holy water all over the place.
Or
You
just
could-
embrace death.
That's also an option. You could also get a Ouija board.
No.
And
mm-mm.
not
get you a squeegee board.
Dude, listen. Not
Okay.
only would you contact the spirit if it's already there, you would invite more.
Why would you
And then
want
you
that?
One more.
No, here's the thing. Here's why you put the salt everywhere. You trap them in your house.
But the other
You
ones
trap
can't get in.
them.
No,
if
no,
you've
no,
already
no.
salted
You
your house.
trap them in one room. Just get like one room that you don't need,
That's
and just keep calling them and lock the door.
Now-
it's like, so what's in that back room?
That's
That's the
the
ghost room. Don't go
ghost
in there.
room.
But what if?
It's just a
Okay,
real spooky room.
see, you didn't think about this though. You bring in all these extra ghosts, and then there's 14 different ghosts in there, and now they have a turf war because Now they want your place,
dude.
and they
which-
start
no,
like
no.
shooting the
You
place
go
up
in
with
there,
ghost weapons.
You like
They
you
kill
put
each
you get you
other.
like a sprinkler
ghosts
in the
kill
roof
each other.
and fill it full of holy water. You get all the ghosts in there,
You
and you just
can
press the
be-
button, and you just holy water the entire room.
You
And it's
can
like-
be a ghost exterminator.
Yeah, it's just-
Ghostbusters.
Cool.
You get rid of all you bust some ghosts. This is a perfect premise for a movie, right?
It
They-
is.
yeah,
It's
they
just
do
it's
that.
perfect. That is the way you get rid of your ghosts. You
We-
get them all in
we
one
should make
room.
a
and
movie
you
called
just
like Ghost Fighters.
busting ghosts.
Ghost fighter.
And then like it's like 3 guys and a black guy out like like eating ghosts.
They fucking chow down afterwards. Jesus.
Like,
Great.
yeah, like they suck the ghost into like one of those little,
They
like the
suck
little
'em.
boxes that
Give 'em
Chinese
that
food
good
comes
suck.
into, and then they have a box of ghost, and they open it up with like a fork and chopsticks at the same time. It doesn't really make any sense, but it's a comedy, so it's funny when they do it, and they
Yeah.
just eat ghosts, and everyone's like, "Oh, Bill Murray or not Bill Murray?"
Mel Murray.
Bill Murray. Wait, Bill
Mel
Murray said
Brooks?
like something Murray.
It's Joe Murray,
I'll find it. Joel Murray, John Murray, Nancy Murray.
Nancy Murray. We'll do that.
Nancy Murray.
Oh, Nancy.
What the fuck? He has so many siblings. Oh my god! Brian Doyle Murray, Joel Murray, John Murray, Nancy Murray, Edward Murray, Laura Murray,
Edward.
Edward Murray the Third,
Oh,
Peggy Murray, Andy Murray.
wow.
Is it Murray or Murray?
Are you
Murray.
Murray? You fucking
I'm just saying.
heathen.
Jesus
It looks
Christ.
like Murray. It looks like it.
But it sure may, I guess. But
John Murray looks like a cross between Bill Murray and what the fuck is that guy's name? He was in Ace Ventura: Pet
Jim
Detective.
Carrey?
Jim Carrey. I'll send a picture of it.
Is it Murray?
So yeah, just do a nice little ghost murder in a hole somewhere.
That's not true at all. It just looks like you looked up whiteperson.jpg and you found that
Yeah.
guy.
That's also true.
It looks nothing. He's a Murray.
This-
Okay, I
this
don't believe
is John
you, but-
White name. This is, I mean, that's
John
God.
White.
This is John White name.
This is that Ben or Connor guy I was talking about.
your,
White boy.
your
That's
friend
that
is 45 years old.
I was hanging around Salem with him.
You were at Sam's Club, just chilling.
Sam's
He fucking got me in with his membership card. We were
Which
chilling.
was fucking lit.
We bought a 400 pack of bulk toilet paper. It was great.
It was a fucking party. Sam's Club party.
Woohoo!
We can
This
eat
episode
forever.
brought to you by Sam's Club.
You know what would go better with this Sam's Club Sprite? A fucking Pizza Hut pizza.
This episode brought to you by Pizza Hut.
It's not.
Use
it's
offer
not.
code. We don't have a real offer code at Pizza Hut tomorrow.
If we ever do
Use
get
offer
sponsored,
code.
I would like to
Use
do
offer
that.
code. Please, Pizza Hut, sponsor us,
Please,
please. We
please.
need help. Go
Let's
Bicker.
tweet at John J Pizza and get him to sponsor us.
I got I like at the end of your begging, you just said go bicker. Like, help, please,
Please,
help. We need you.
Please,
Go bicker.
Go Bicker.
Go Bicker. Need it.
We need that cash money.
Dude, I would be okay if
Okay.
if Pizza Hut wanted to sponsor us, but only pay us in free pizzas.
Yeah, I'd be okay
I'd
with
I'd
be
be
it.
alright with
okay
that.
with that.
I mean, I would like to have money, but I mean, who really needs
Yeah, it would
it?
be
What are you
nice,
gonna
but
spend the
I'd
money
be
on?
okay.
Pizza.
Food. Yeah, that's a good point.
Wait, holy
Yeah.
fuck!
Just cutting up
Wait.
middle, man.
Hold on, never mind.
Well, why'd you
I
tell us
wanna
to
bring
hold
it up,
on?
but it's
Would you
one-
just
it's one
say
of the-
words
it's-
out of your dumb
it's
face?
one of the Tim questions, and
Oh.
it's
Well, if it's a Tim question,
it's
we'll get to it.
confusing.
We'll get to that later.
Hold your
Well,
horses, eh?
I'm
Can
sorry.
you just like
It's
just grab that horse and
I
hold
just
on
don't
to him
understand
for
how
like
he knows it,
4 years?
Just like grip that
Christ.
horse real
We
hard.
have
and
like
don't
2
let it
hours
move.
left in this
Sorry.
podcast.
2 hours. Fuck Jesus. Let's hope not.
I can't. Did somebody tweet something about Sheriff not being here?
What?
Huh?
Never mind. Well, fucking, if you guys want me to wait so badly,
Yeah,
I
we're-
will.
yeah,
Just
we'll wait.
hold
Shut your whore mouth.
horses.
Cause we're brothers first. Cause we're been through a lot, but it ain't over. We gon' keep it.
You'll always be with me,
Change the game without even knowing.
and you'll always be my brother.
What's the next question?
Do you believe in any conspiracy theories? And if so, what are they? And Cartooner said to add something onto that, but I can't remember what it was.
I
So
say if you don't. If you don't want to use a fan theory or a conspiracy theory, you could also do like a fan theory, like about a movie or TV show or game or whatever, because those are also things. Because like I'll start so I can use my examples. There's some weird shit going on with JFK. Even if they did release all the files, I still don't believe they released everything. There's something.
They did.
There's something going on with that whole thing.
You see, one of those files said something. I think it's been debunked now. But one of them they found somewhere that like Hitler was in Argentina.
Oh yeah, like even still to this day, it's like nah. He's like he'd be like
I saw it on
130.
Reddit. They had an Ask Reddit thread where people were digging through it, and I was just looking at a bunch of stuff on there, and they said something about somehow for some reason within one of those files it was somehow linked to Hitler being alive in Argentina.
Yeah, which I don't necessarily not believe. I just don't believe it like to this day.
Mm.
I mean, I could see that at some point because like all the Nazis.
He was in World War One, so yeah, he's probably pretty dead by now.
Yeah. Anyway, but then also on the fan theory side, there's I don't know if it's been confirmed or not, but there's that whole the Pixar universe thing that's really interesting.
Yeah,
you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've heard it.
So
how like everything's somehow connected.
Yeah, well, yeah. While you guys give your answers, I'll find that Pixar theory.
I'm not a huge conspiracy theorist. But I do believe 51. I believe Area 51.
I believe in the number 51.
Some people they don't buy it. But
coincidence? I think not.
No, I genuinely think Area 51's a thing. I don't necessarily know.
I mean, yeah, it's already been confirmed.
Yeah.
But like the fact that aliens are there, that they can.
I mean, I don't know about that. I think it's just a government research center. They don't want people finding shit in.
I know for a fact Area 51 is a thing. The farthest stretch of conspiracy theories that I believe is the fact that aliens perhaps are in Area 51.
Yeah,
I'm not
there's
a big conspiracy
weird
theorist.
shit with it, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff.
I think Area 51 is one of those things. It's like I don't know exactly, but there's definitely something.
Yeah, it's not like
I don't even know if it's for sure aliens,
going on
but
there.
there is something.
Yeah, I don't know if it's aliens, but it's not super
they're
casual.
fucking around.
Yeah, they're doing some stuff in there. It's pretty top secret.
Yeah, whatever the fuck is going on,
whatever's going on. They clearly don't want the public to know.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. I mean, I quite frankly though, I think it's probably like I could see it being like weapons. Maybe I could see it being maybe some sort of like I don't know, maybe other sciencey something or another.
Yeah,
like
just
weather changing shit or something.
Like military stuff.
Crazy. It'd be crazy shit. But
yeah,
I mean, I guess I would like it to be aliens, but I don't know. I don't know if I could fully say it is, because it would seem weird that like did no one come after their boys? Like
they never got their boys back.
They got kidnapped by a bunch of little pink skinned fucks, and they just went, nah, we're good.
Those boys can stay down there.
That thing about aliens, like, why would you interact and bring something onto your ship that you have no idea what the fuck it's saying? Because it's trying to communicate with you.
For probing.
You can't tell what the fuck.
Yeah, you just gotta shove
why
shit
do you
want to
stick something up its ass?
You gotta probe things.
Who doesn't want to shove shit up someone's ass?
What do you think we would do if we found aliens? We would probe those aliens so hard.
That makes me feel really bad for any aliens that happen to stumble upon Earth.
I don't think you could. I don't know if there's any stumbling going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of probing, but no stumbling.
There's no way that aliens from fucking like light years away would be like that one planet. We know things are on it.
I mean, we
that
look
they
at other
can't
planets.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can't tell things that are as, intelligent as us are on it.
Currently.
That's true, currently.
And there's a lot of things where it's like, the limits of modern technology aren't allowing us to do what we want. But, I mean, I don't know about that. That's going to be like that forever.
Cool
we don't know if they have some sort of certain combination of chemicals and whatnot that created some super glass or something where they could see at the current time or something. I don't know.
That's true. I mean, nothing's impossible.
Glass. It lets you see the current time. They call it clock.
I meant like the fact that like when we're looking across the universe, we're seeing like really old light. But I'm like, they have special glasses.
Yeah,
lets
I
us
know what
see,
you're
like,
talking about. Yeah,
current
I know
light.
what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I get the feeling if there are aliens, they're probably probing some people, and I think we do the
I mean,
same.
yeah.
You know what Bill Murray's brother
I'm-
really looks like? It looks like fucking.
We're not going back to this. We're talking
looks
about
like
probing
it.
now, Maya. Get with the
Oh,
program.
It's fucking Walter White, but without a mustache and goatee.
No,
and
it
has
that is
hair.
absolutely
does
not
not
it.
look like him either.
It's a different. Well, yeah, it does. Hold on,
It
let me find a
doesn't.
picture.
If
When-
you
when
face
he was
swapped,
fucking in
then
Dr.
yeah.
Middle.
God.
But no, that's not Hal. It's not Bryan Cranston. It's not Walter White. It's just another boy who's hanging
Bryan
out, being
That
alive.
is so Bryan Cranston.
That is
What?
absolutely not. I have no
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
You have literally never seen that man's face. It's not Bryan Cranston.
That's
Anyway,
him.
aliens probing. Not.
They have like the same hair and shirt, but that is it.
No.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at
Like,
the.
if-
They look
no, listen.
exactly
They're
the
two
same.
generic
you-
white dudes. That's about where the
All
similarities
right,
begin and
that's
end.
fair enough.
If you face swapped them, it would work. Their faces would work on both heads, but and they have a couple of similar features, like their cheek line, those cheek creases things. Those are similar, but they don't like. You could definitely easily tell them apart.
Yeah, if you put them in a lineup, I could tell the
Like
difference.
the
I
eyes,
couldn't.
the eyes especially. You know, completely different shapes.
That's true. That is.
It's almost like they're two completely different people.
Well,
But I'm
Yeah,
just
maybe.
telling
I don't
you, if you. I'm just saying, if you had them wear the same exact clothing,
Which
and,
I mean, it looks like
One
they
in
very
a
well
room
might
with
be in those
me.
pictures, but
well, one has a green shirt on, one has a fucking red shirt on.
well, I mean,
I'm
yeah.
the one that's colorblind,
Besides
I
the color,
can't-
you dum dum.
You're dumb dumb.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying, if you put them in the same exact clothing, put one in a room with me, take him out, put the other one in a room with me, I would not think they were two different people. I wouldn't.
Well,
Well, you are
that's-
kind of an idiot,
you're-
though. so-
yeah,
Wow.
dumb whore.
Wow. I mean, if you parted their hair the same way, too.
So,
their hair is very
conspiracy
similar.
theories.
But it's different. It's like all
And
Okay,
aliens.
conspiracy theory.
Anyways,
These
what
are
if
the
you-
same man.
That is a stupid conspiracy that nobody believes.
Well, just one stupid does.
I don't think they're the same man. I think they look very similar.
They don't, though.
I think you're being racist. That's what I
Yeah,
think.
God, not all white people know each other,
A
Maya.
lot of white people tell me that I'm super racist towards white people. And I
Yeah.
am white.
Oh no, we know you're white.
Oh yeah, I can tell just by the way things are.
You can tell by my voice.
That's
I'm
racist.
white. Not
God,
you can.
wow.
You can tell by the way I talk. I'm fucking
Wow.
white.
Wow,
I'm
racist.
The whitest person I know.
Oh Jesus! All right. It's
So-
the Pixar theory. Oh no, Chris, you go first. You haven't said anything yet.
No, I haven't.
Sorry.
It's not a spectacular conspiracy theory
I just
because
yeah,
I
you should
was
all answer,
looking
though.
up. I was looking up possibly true conspiracy theories on Reddit because all the
Oh my
conspiracy
God.
theories I adhere to are very like not at all real.
Yeah.
I just like reading about conspiracy theories. Anyway, there's a conspiracy theory. I've actually seen it a couple times on Reddit before, but I was just reading more on it today because I think it actually does make a lot of sense. It's the Lost Cosmonaut conspiracy theory, which basically says that Yuri Gagarin was not the first man in space, but he was the first one to make it back alive. That the Russians
shit.
just kept sending people up there until eventually one of them stayed and came back alive in one piece.
I believe
That's
that.
fucked.
Because because like the Russians were going so fast and their technology sucked so badly. Because a lot of their rockets blew up back in like the 60s and 70s when they were trying to send people into space.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, yep, he probably was the first person just to make it back alive.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you there's tons of Cold War shit that's like kind of
Oh, yeah.
Hovering in space.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was another thing I was reading on like Area 51 in the Cold War is one I was reading that was like it wasn't like debunked, but it's like absolutely probably not true that the aliens they found in Roswell it was like a Russian spy craft that got shot down. And people thought it was like confused aliens shouting a strange alien language because it was confused Russians shouting strange Russian.
These are probably aliens, even though they look human. I mean,
I mean, yeah. So it's like they're wearing, weird Russian gray clothing or something weird like that. I don't know, but yeah, I was reading about that one earlier. The problem is I follow a lot of conspiracy. I've been listening to a conspiracy podcast at work the last few weeks. There's a lot of conspiracies out there that are really good conspiracies, but they are absolutely not true, or they're like really, really weird deep state.
The government is lizards.
Lizards.
Oh yeah, there's some crazy ones out there.
I do like the idea of the government being lizards, but I don't
like it too.
I don't
I don't
necessarily
believe in it, but I
subscribe
like
to
it.
it. But
It would be interesting.
I like the idea of different celebrities being clones as well.
Yeah.
Like
All right,
Avril
hold on,
Lavigne
hold on.
especially.
Avril Lavigne, that's like a real, that one, like, I don't believe it, but it has a pretty, not convincing case, but it's like, I can
The most
understand
convincing.
why. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand why you think that.
Yeah. I mean, she might be a clone.
I mean, it's entirely possible.
You might. You never know. Another one that I believe in, but I don't believe in to the point where, like, it's hyped up, the Illuminati. I believe there is a secret society. I don't think that fucking Beyonce, Jay-Z, the president are in it, though. I think it's just
I don't
people
know.
that like to sit around and talk. Like, fucking Knights Templar. I know for a fact that's a thing, but they
I
don't
mean,
do
yeah,
anything.
historically the Knights Templar are a thing. I just don't think they
But
have the
there is
same.
a
Yeah.
thing though where
impact.
it's like in order to get into these secret societies that aren't that secret or anything, you do have to
Yeah.
go through like a fair bit. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
like a trial by fire, but it's like it's like
Yeah.
you gotta like know somebody in it type of thing,
Yeah.
So
A
it's
lot
like
of it,
there is some legs to these secret societies. It's just
Yeah.
I don't know if they're as influential as they're made out to be, but I
Yeah.
mean, at the
The
same
only
time, I could
reason
see
I-
that being the case.
Yeah. The only reason I know the Knights Templar is, in fact, like an actual thing is because one of my dad's friends is in it. And, like, because he has, like,
Yeah.
a ring and everything for it,
Yeah.
too. That,
Yeah,
like,
my-
only Knights Templar get.
My dad was in some sort of something when he was in school. It was like connected with the Masons, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man, my grandfather was a Mason.
I like to imagine your grandfather was just named Mason.
Yeah, his name was just Mason. Mason white
Yeah.
guy.
Oh,
His
my
name
God.
is,
He stopped becoming
Cosmic
a
Mason
Mason
5.
and
Mhm. That was him, old granddaddy.
he's dead. Old
He was
Granddad Mason.
But no, yeah, he's got a bunch of like Freemason stuff.
Grandpappy Mason. I don't know what accent
From
that
like
was.
1890
Oh,
London.
I say,
Grandpappy Mason, can I have some more? Can I have some more beans?
Bean Masons.
Mother went down to the market.
Got some beans.
It's a delicacy, these beans.
it's all related to the deep state. New World Order.
Here's a conspiracy theory. Beans are poison. Oh my god, what?
They're poisoning the minds of the youth today.
Here's a conspiracy
Oh my god.
Jesus.
conspiracy theory.
I like how we all try to say
Beans.
6 words at once. Like we always try to say an entire sentence in one syllable.
What did I actually end up saying? I
Like
said
conspiracy
theory.
thar. It wasn't much.
Listen,
Ah, shit!
We're
I
just
actually
trying
thought
to
of one just
shorten
now.
shit.
I thought of
What
one
did
when I
you
was saying
say?
beans, but I forgot it.
What?
I thought of a new theory, but I forgot it.
So, say it.
And there's
I
the-
forgot it. You dumb whore.
God,
Listen
I
to what I'm
forgot you said
saying.
you forgot it.
Jesus.
Gosh, I still want to figure out what the fuck I have to find out when I watch the podcast.
there's not to plug another podcast, but I'm gonna plug another podcast because we're the only podcast
Better
on the
be
internet.
my brother, and me.
No, it's a conspiracy podcast. It's
Dropped
like
a
conspiracy.
knife.
They go into like conspiracies and murders, but they
You
started a
traitor.
thing, a special this week on conspiracy theory dude. It's like one of the most influential dudes in the conspiracy world. It's called Last Podcast on the Left. It is watch the latest episode, Bill Cooper, and it just talks about like all this deep state stuff and how all of this is linked together. And there's some good episodes in there about like alien abduction and stuff like that. I've
There
been
was-
listening to a lot of that lately at work. It's a really good podcast.
There was an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience where he got high with Alex Jones.
Oh, I've seen that one.
And yeah, Alex Jones was
Great.
going
Hold on.
fucking
Is
nuts.
Alex Jones making the fucking frogs gay?
Yeah.
They talked about that in that last episode that I was talking about. He was related. Apparently, he went like head to head with this other conspiracy dude, like back when he was first starting as a crazy person in the 90s. Like they had this weird conspiracy battle, and now Alex Jones is the king because the other dude got shot. Spoiler alert.
He got shot by Alex Jones, probably.
Yeah, shot in a conspiracy theory.
Deep state. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been really in on conspiracy theories this week, so I'm glad this is our topic.
Yeah, it's good. It was gonna be either mine.
I've got
or
my
mine,
tinfoil hat on right now.
Yeah, I think I guess I don't know enough conspiracy theories to really bring enough as much as I would like to the conversation. But I do love conspiracy theories though. I
really.
There's
I can get into
because it's like even if you don't believe them, it's always really fun to read where people connect dots and stuff. And you're like, oh, I can see it.
Fucking, I know. I brought this up on the Science Talk episode. Fucking, my dad for a while genuinely actually believed. I'm still like not sure if it's believed or believes because sometimes he like bounces back and forth. He like actually at one point 100% believed that the moon landing was fake,
which is insane. Like there's some things I've never.
I love that because they have physically proven that it would be harder for them to fake the moon landing. They would not have the technology at the time to have faked the moon landing. It would have been easier for them to actually go to the moon.
But
the one thing about that though, I believe the moon landing. I don't know how they filmed them getting off the ship. That doesn't make any sense.
No, I think I've read somewhere how they did it. I just don't remember.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure if I looked into it, I've never been interested enough to go look into it. But but that's the one thing I always remember.
Yeah, because this comes up every now and again when I'm going through conspiracy Reddit threads on Reddit because I get really bored in midnight, But yeah, I've seen how it was like they did like some kind of tentacle thing or something on the.
I just remember that theory I like.
One thing my dad always tries to like say to like be like well then explain this. He always says, why didn't they go back? And I'm like, because it's a fucking moon. There's nothing there.
Trump wants to go
what
back.
Are you gonna go back for?
They went back a fair bit around that point, but like
it's just like why the fuck at this point? Why the fuck now would you want to go back? It's the moon. We have moon rocks on Earth.
A moon base. Duh.
All right, that's
which would be fucking sick. Can you imagine being like having a moon apartment?
Imagine being a moon child.
Moon school.
Being born on the moon.
Oh, here we go.
So cool.
How NASA captured the iconic footage of the Apollo 17.
And you look up in the sky at night, and after the sun has been murdered by God, and you see just like a metropolis floating in the sky. It'd be fucking awesome.
There was the lunar rover is how they did it. They had that just like deployed out there, I guess.
Oh, okay. That
had the camera on it. I guess they just kind of rolled it out.
What?
Well, night would be fucking shit on the moon. Well, because it would be day, and it would be so bright because you don't have the atmosphere to protect yourself.
I mean, they'd have some sort of something.
Yeah, they had sunglasses, Maya, in 1969.
What?
Sunglasses on the moon. Chill the fuck out.
It's not.
They got
I'm
on
pretty
the
sure
moon,
of all the
protected
issues they
cool as
encountered
fuck.
during the Apollo program, somebody thought at some point along the lines, "Gee golly, it's probably gonna be awful bright up there."
Hey, what about the sun?
Maybe.
But, like,
what about that big ball
just,
of fire that's gonna get
just
murdered
like
when
living on the
night.
moon? That's like, dude. Chris, I know you probably don't know this feeling, but cartooner, it would fucking feel like staring at the sun. Like, you know how in the winter when the sun fucking shines on the snow and it burns your eyes?
Yeah, kind of like
it would
in elementary school, you'd go outside to recess and you'd be like, "Oh, my whole head!"
You would die.
It would feel like someone's
horrible.
Inside your head, smacking your brain with a baseball bat.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
That's why we wear sunglasses.
But I mean, what they would probably do is they'd make some sort of a dome that was like made of like like sunglass glass.
I think they just had tinted visors on their helmets.
Well, that's how I think that's what they did with their space suits.
Very certain. That's absolutely how it works.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as well.
Now I want to live on the moon.
Now that I've brought it up, I think it'd be pretty cool. Yeah,
it would be.
Imagine like a giant a dome on the moon, so you don't have to wear your suit all the time.
Oh yeah.
And that's what they're already planning on doing.
It'd be fucking sick though. You would have such good internet because you'd be right next to the satellites.
Oh my god! Dude!
You'd have like terabyte internet.
I'm so mad that we can't live on the moon. Why the fuck are we trying to colonize Mars?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll go to the moon at some point in the next few years, just because we can.
Yeah,
like I imagine Elon Musk is gonna land on the moon before he goes to the moon first. Just be
if we colonize the moon first, then it's closer to Mars.
I mean, not
Just
that
make a
much closer
spaceport.
though.
It's
Yeah,
It's a little bit,
closer.
but I don't.
And it
I
also
don't know.
completely depends on the day on when it's closer. On the time.
Well,
of the
yeah, I
day.
suppose that's. I mean, once you're out there, you're out there. I don't know.
Yeah. You're just gone.
Another theory though I really like is the theory that Rey of Star Wars is a Kenobi, and it's a whole thing involving a relationship that Obi-Wan would have had in the Clone Wars TV show with the Queen of Mandalore. Like
They did
before
bang.
she died.
He fucks
Spoiler:
the queen.
he fucks the
Alright.
fuck out of her.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
there was some
Rocks her world.
There was some hardcore banging on that kid's cartoon.
there was some sexual tension between them. They definitely had a thing. And then so they had a kid, and that kid is one of the girls from Star Wars Rebels, then, who is also a Mandalorian. Then her name's Sabine Wren.
She's the girl with crazy hair, isn't she?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
that would be Rey's mother, I think, because in Rebels she's like, I mean, she's like I think she's like probably maybe 17 at most, I would guess. She's a youngin. Or maybe 20s, very early
Small
20s.
child.
So anyway, so that would give her an opportunity then to get older, and then have.
Yeah.
I mean, well, because she would be like Luke's age or a little older, and then also then if Leia's a twin, being about Leia's age then, and Leia had Kylo Ren or Ben, which is a dumb name by the way, Ben.
Well,
He's
Ben.
the big baddie's named Ben. Like fucking Jesus, get out. Okay. Anyway, so then Sabine gets older. She has Rey. Something I don't know if they ever explained in the theories about what happens, why Sabine's gone, and Rey is left on Jakku, but she is. Maybe something to do with Luke. I don't know, but I don't know. Anyway, but then there's also all sorts of stuff with the fact that Kylo Ren then has Obi-Wan's lightsaber, just like Rey has Anakin's, and so then that's. So, like, the idea that when Rey had the Force vision with Anakin's lightsaber, she saw Kylo Ren, and then that means that when Kylo Ren had Obi-Wan's lightsaber, he had a vision of Rey, and that's why he kind of knows about her, along with Snoke. So, there's a whole thing, it's like, so that's why, the lightsabers are connected by fate, and that's why they see each other in visions and whatnot, and then Rey's a Kenobi. It's like, oh, that's sick as fuck.
Yeah, I
it also
zoned
makes
out
sense
halfway
considering
through
how
that
it
because there was a
actually,
fly
really
buzzing
makes a
around
lot
my
of
desk,
sense.
and I have no idea where that went. But I guess it sounds all right.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you think about how integral Obi-Wan was to the first two trilogies. So it's like, it makes sense that why would they just abandon him for this next one? Like,
They said in the next movie we're gonna find out who Rey's baby daddy was.
Yeah,
so.
I thought baby did what?
it's gonna be fucking.
You mean her father? Don't fucking say who Rey's baby daddy was. That means that she boned somebody and got pregnant and will have a
skipped over that
child.
entire fact. And you were like, wait, what? Back up.
Hold on. No. I thought everybody was like, Rey is so Luke Skywalker's daughter.
That would be so fucking stupid. I could very well see that being the case, and I will hate it.
Actually, I would appreciate that being the case a little bit more, because that means I know people will still do it, but less people will be like, fucking Kylo Ren and Rey need to bang.
Yeah.
That grosses me out.
I
hate that.
hope even if they're not related, that they don't.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. I hope
and even if even if Finn and Poe are super gay, which I mean,
they so are.
I mean,
Which they are.
I really hope
Like,
they don't have a thing. I don't. No matter what sexuality people are, I hate a lot of most romances. Like,
yeah.
more often than not, they suck.
Except that Grease.
Well,
Grease is all the
No,
romance
I mean,
you
because it
need.
does get done right occasionally, very
Yeah, that's
rarely
true.
though. Like,
I'm just saying, like, I'm not a big, I don't watch Star Wars a lot.
which is
I don't recall. I know it's a sin. It's a sin. I know.
God.
I don't
You nerd.
recall. I don't recall most of the first two trilogies. I watched the seventh episode one time on a bus ride to Massachusetts, and towards the end of the movie, I saw the scene where fucking Poe's wearing. Wait, is Poe the flyer? Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Finn is wearing Poe's jacket, and then he's like, "Oh, here's your jacket back," and then Poe's just like, "Keep it. Looks good on you."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Gay.
"So that is so gay."
Yeah. Like I can see off. I can see off screen. They're like fucking real hard, but
Oh God, yes.
Super hard boning.
yeah. But
Dude,
like
that
it doesn't.
Poe-
but
the
like the
Poe
relationship doesn't
actor-
matter for the movie, so I don't especially want to see it. And actually, honestly, even if Ray and Kylo Ren got together, that's
God, it
great.
would be
I
disgusting.
really don't want to see it. I just do not care enough. I like the more like the fun adventures more than them sitting around having a
The boning.
relationship.
Boning, yeah.
Or
Isn't
More
it
adventures, less
Daisy-
boning.
What's her name? Daisy Williams?
Daisy
Daisy
The
Ridley,
Ray actor? Or Daisy Ridley.
who is like
Isn't she?
holy
Does she
shit.
have a girlfriend? She's so hot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There was that one. Holy shit! There was like a year. Oh, it was right before The Force Awakens came out, so like 2 years ago. There was an SNL skit where they would make fun of like auditions and stuff, and they had one bit where Michael Bublé was singing to Daisy Ridley, and the look she had in her face was like, "Holy shit, she's about to suck his dick right here." Like,
Okay, hold on. I want
It
to
was-
find this now.
Who was
it was a really like holy shit clip.
Fucking send it. I want to see it.
Michael Bubble.
It was, let's see, YouTube,
Michael
SNL,
Bublé. Daisy
Star
Ridley.
Wars auditions.
God damn it! I thought she was gay.
Yeah, no, I didn't think she is. Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah, she wants to suck his dick.
I mean, yeah, it's like, whoa.
You can, yeah. There's some sexual tension. I want to see Bublé in the next Star Wars movie. Come on.
Yeah, I want to just like cut from the adventure just to them fucking. That's what I want.
Yeah, it's just 30 minutes.
I almost
little
want
break.
them to fuck as much as I wanted Jon Snow and Daenerys to fuck. Almost.
Absolutely.
Though I still want them. I'm still glad that they
It
fuck
does
more.
really disturb me why you love them banging so much.
I don't know. It's a good idea. I don't know. It just feels right.
Like this could completely be, just two gal pals hanging out, but it really looks super gay.
What does?
What?
Sending a picture.
Oh,
It looks super gay.
that is
Oh, that's pretty gay.
super
That's
gay.
Really gay.
But at the
That's why I
same
was
time,
like, is she gay? Is she gay?
at the same time, I feel like I've seen lots of girls do that kind of thing though.
Yeah.
I've never
You
touched.
guys
my
are a lot more
friend's-
touchy feely. Like
Yeah,
two
I've
dudes
never
do that.
touched
That's
my friend's
absolutely straight up
face
gay.
like that.
No,
There
I
is
mean
no-
I guess maybe I just know more touchy feely type people, unfortunately.
Yeah, because
But yeah, I feel like
plenty
I've,
of my
God,
female
I feel
friends,
bad.
none of them have ever touched their female friends' faces,
yeah.
whether they be gay or straight.
Well, there's another
It's
thing
like
too
a
where I
face
know
Cassidy belt.
I've known a few people who they're always like showering together, which seems very
That's-
What? Whoa!
Which seems-
Back
which
up.
seems when they mention that it
I
seemed
th-
very intimate, but I'm like, well,
I
fuck it,
Back
I
up.
guess.
That
I-
is.
I think you're actually friends with two closeted.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, one was
That are
gay.
not closeted. That was one thing.
Oh, one was just openly gay.
Yeah, very much so. I think
You
the other
know-
one might have been.
Just
Okay.
casually shower with
don't
I
another
think
dude.
they actually were banging.
But I was
Yeah,
what was
100% certain.
what
I've
I
never met these
really
people a
what I
day in
really
my
didn't
life.
appreciate about her telling me that though was the person she was talking about was fucking smoking hot, and I was like, that's very not cool.
Mm-mm.
That's not what I want.
Also, you know what else is gay? The way
Dead
that-
silences in the middle of podcast.
Oh, I'm fucking sending a picture and I can't send the picture. I can't send the picture and press my push to talk button at the same time. You whore.
How about you don't use push to talk like every other civilized person in the world?
Because I
Jesus
sniffle a lot.
God.
And I'm sick and I have a really stuffy nose and I'd rather not have the fucking all the
Listen,
time in the background.
you don't want us to hear you doing your crack or whatever in the background. God.
I mean, that looks like
Also,
she's
what if-
whistling, but you could also argue
No,
that
yeah,
she's about
here's
to
the
get
thing.
it. She's
Well-
about to dip her fingers in some puss.
Well, here's the thing. that-
She's gonna double fist
I wasn't
it.
gonna say she's gay. I was saying the way that her friend or gal pal is looking at her.
I mean, she
Is
just looks like
super
she's
gay.
smiling.
No.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
You guys aren't gay ladies, alright?
that's true, but I do
mean,
happen to
speak
like
for
ladies.
yourself.
I'm a resident.
That just looks like
Yeah.
a smile. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, it looks like a smile to me.
I'm just saying, it looks.
I
great.
think- well, I
maybe
think-
it's just maybe I'm projecting
I
because I
think
just
you
really
are
want her to be
projecting.
gay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
and
projecting
granted,
pretty
she is
hard.
dressed pretty
You
good.
could
She looks.
play Star Wars.
She does
right now
happen
if
to
you're
look like the
projecting so
daughter
hard.
from Dream Daddy, the way Daisy Ridley's dressed right there.
Oh God.
God.
So,
Baby
and
Hitler,
I'm
or
pretty
whatever
sure
we called her
that
in
child is going to grow up to
Dream
be gay,
Daddy
so.
video, which everybody should go watch right now. GoBicker.com/YouTube or channel or whatever it is. Watch our Dream Daddy video today. So I've still got 8 views.
Anyway, I love Star Wars. I
Anyway,
love Daisy Ridley.
That's
Big fan.
Daisy
I'm
Ridley is my favorite
super
conspiracy
gay.
theory.
for a lot of ladies.
I don't know why people just real top fast. People thought Rey was a Mary Sue. I don't know why exactly. She seemed to
people
like
don't like strong female characters.
I guess, but it's like a lot of people are saying that. It's weird. I'm like, she seemed like she was her own person. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought she was pretty.
She didn't know what she was doing.
Well, like people talk about like, yeah, why she know how to fight with a lightsaber? It's like, well, one, there's no way Ben was going ham on her because he wanted her to be alive. You know, he didn't want to kill her. And two, it's like they proved earlier on in the movie she knows what she's doing as far as like a fight goes. She has like that fighter's instinct, you know. And like when she's flying around and stuff, like she has to go dig through ships all the time. That's like her job. You know, that's what she eats. Mm-hmm. So she knows her way around a ship because she has to know what's what. You know, and we don't. I mean, we caught her when she's like, you know, however old she is. So it's like we don't know what she's been doing since she was a child. She was probably flying ships all the time. We don't know. So I don't know. But I thought she seemed like a good character. But a lot of people are like, she's just boring. You Mary Sue.
I would die for her, dude. She's so funny. She's a funny character.
Yeah, she's. You know, I don't remember what it was exactly. Some interview, something or another. She was like someone as asking her 100 questions in 100 seconds or some. I don't know what it was, but anyway. At one bit, she mentioned that she really likes to swear, and I'm like, oh well, I think I'm in love now.
That can make the character a lot more entertaining.
Can you imagine? She's like, "Fuck you, Kylo Ren. I'm gonna fuck your shit up, bitch.
Kylo Ren, suck my dick."
God, get off my dick.
Get off my dick, Mom.
Kylo Ren, you gotta stop sucking my penis.
Kylo Ren, more like Kylo, bitch.
I don't know why I do that so much. I never realized I do that a lot until fucking Chris makes fun of me.
Wait, do what?
Saying penis, 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 penis.
You say it so weirdly too.
Yeah, penis, penis.
I
don't know why I do
it.
it.
True.
If I ever have to like test out an audio thing, I just say that.
Yeah.
I think it's time for some questions.
I think it is indeed.
Some spooky.
So first, I have a question for Maya. Why is your Twitter tag still Halloween themed?
That's good.
It is after Halloween. You dumb whore. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's a question. You don't even need to answer it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It still says spook.
It still says spook with the skulls.
Fucking refresh the page. It does not. I changed it at 12 a.m. November 1st.
You absolutely did not.
True.
You just changed it at the very moment when I brought it up to you because I just refreshed the page and it went from that to that.
No.
You just changed it at this very moment in my life.
No, I didn't.
I can back up and it's going to bring it back to
I literally see it right now because I haven't refreshed.
I don't. I think your computer.
You should keep that. That's a relic.
Let me put it on the screen right now so I have video footage of it. Look. Wait, shit. Oh, that's weird. So if I hover over it in a certain way, it says poke, but if I hover over it a different way,
I just think your
spook.
Twitter's fucked up right now.
There it is. So you can see it for a couple frames before things get weird. There it is. Okay.
No, I think your Twitter's just fucked up.
No, I think you're a fucking liar.
Hey, listen. Alright, no. Justin McElroy's profile picture on Twitter is still him as a vampire. Are you gonna fucking insult Justin McElroy too?
I would never.
Beautiful.
All we do is insult
the thing
you.
is, we don't have Justin McElroy on the podcast right now. We can't berate him.
I do like how you said
for
right
his
now.
bad life choices.
Hey, Travis McElroy's is that too. It's spooky.
Okay, when you get the McElroys on the podcast, when you get them here with their faces in the flesh.
I'm just saying.
To see us rip off their podcast format for one segment?
We don't rip off their podcast.
Are you
for one segment.
Are you actually dissing Justin and Travis McElroy?
I'm dissing you.
The two older brothers of the McElroy trio?
Here's a conspiracy theory. There's a fourth McElroy. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Rivethead asks.
There was.
Will @thecartooner69 ever be able to hang out with me again after D&D?
I don't know.
No.
He made a lot of sexual advances to my half orc woman. He at one point slapped my ass, and I slapped.
I gotta watch this D&D now.
I had to slap him back, of course. At a few points, he was just going wherever I went because he's like, I can't let that ass go away. At one point, he asked Armor, the boy in charge, DM, sure. He asked him if I looked good in the light that we were in.
Oh boy.
So, I don't know, man. Maybe. I don't know.
New sexual allegations coming out.
Hugely successful Twitch streamer, Rivethead.
Making that booty jiggle. So, I don't know where that came from. It never come out of my face.
Okay. I really hold on. Cartooner, I really need you to send me an audio clip of just that. Like, just
I will.
that. I want to.
Is that your ringtone?
Yeah, I want to make that my fucking Skype notification sound.
Making that booty jiggle.
Making that booty jiggle.
Booty jiggle.
Oh my god.
That's a sentence that should not have exited my face hole.
My lord.
It didn't make. Whatever. Anyway.
T-Man asks, "Where's the chopstick?" I don't know.
I have
In my bag.
I have a thing from my grandma for my birthday. It's like a little 5-pack of chapstick that I haven't opened.
Nice. You should. Chapstick's nice.
Eh.
I love the way chapstick smells. If it's good chapstick.
I don't know. Having other things on me as
Dude, my friend has the same thing. She fucking hates wearing chapstick because it feels weird after a while.
Yeah, it's
and
like
her hair
slime.
gets stuck in it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. That's understandable and acceptable. However, her lips get so fucking chapped to the point where she sent me pictures of her. She would wipe the blood off of her lip.
Okay, the next question.
She wiped the blood off of her lip onto her hand. She sent me fucking pictures. It looked like she fucking murdered somebody. Her lips were so chapped to the point where she peeled some skin off.
That's not okay.
I do that. I do that too. Actually,
No.
You should not peel the skin off your lip.
Yeah, I do that. I do that.
Use chapstick.
I do that pretty frequently.
Use it. It's fine if
The
it's
reason
slimy if you don't have to do that to your face.
the reason
I
your
do
lips
like to though.
are so pink,
Oh god.
like the red. I put them in version 3 of Flesh Wars. The reason they're so pink is because they don't have as much skin covering them. You gotta protect your baby boy lips. I don't know why I worded it like
Listen,
Baby
Mom.
boy
I do what I want. You're not the boss
Listen,
of
Mom,
me.
I'll fucking peel my lips all they want.
It's not okay.
When did
God
this
bless
child
America.
turn into my mother? Jesus Christ.
I really meant baby boy lips as in everybody's lips.
Yeah, but the way you were.
That's
I mean,
why
the whole sentence
that's
was a
why I was
very,
like, I don't know
very
why I
motherly
worded it like
thing.
that.
Like even ignoring the baby boy lips, just like, now listen,
You
you
gotta
need to
put some
take care of your
chapstick on
lips. If you don't, you'll get hernias.
Your lips are gonna fall off, and you're never gonna get them back.
I used to think that. I used to think if you peeled your lips, you wouldn't grow the skin back. I don't know
Kind of
why. I just
Dumb, aren't you?
I was like 6.
At 6 years old, I knew you grow skin back.
I knew you could keep your lips at 6.
Because I never saw.
Dude,
I never seen anyone
have I
without
told-
lips. So I'm like,
Have I told you guys the fucking story of a person wanting to test the theory of if your nipples come off, do they regrow?
Jesus.
I just saw it online. No, none of my friends are this stupid. This kid fucking shook up an Axe can spray or an Axe spray can.
I've seen this.
Turned it upside down,
Uh-huh.
sprayed it directly onto his nipple,
Right?
and then one of his friends flicked it, and his nipple fucking flew off.
No!
And he was
No!
he was bleeding profusely. And the fucking teacher, because it was in school, the teacher was out of the room, walked in, and a fucking nipple on her. She went in the
No! No!
the student, the boy who did it, went to the fucking nurse. And his nipple came back. Don't worry.
Nurse,
Wait,
I
did it
flicked
grow
my
back or
nipple
did it sew
off.
his original one back on?
No, I don't know. I can't remember the exact story, but
Jesus. Holy
don't
shit.
fucking
Shit,
put
Nip
the shit on your
Jim.
nipples and flick it.
I mean,
Mom, I do what I want.
You just can't do that.
It's not
Dude, actually,
good.
dude, alright, seriously, real talk for the
Oh.
20th episode. Can we do a
I'm not
video
flipping my nipple off.
where you flick your nipple off?
No.
I want
If someone offers to put Patreon money forward to pay for the reconstructive surgery,
God.
If anybody fucking donates to the Glucose Guardian, can we have somebody flick their nipple off?
No.
Please.
I'll flick my
No.
nipple.
I'm-
I
There's-
won't flick it
I'm
off.
not-
There is
I'm
literally
not doing it
not enough
because
money.
That's a super jail.
I mean, by the time we get that money,
It's
it probably
ace-
wouldn't be. But
Yeah,
listen,
but then
there
it's
is
also-
literally
it has to
there is
go on a
literally not
porn
enough money in the
site, you
world
know?
where I would do that. It would be too traumatizing. It's like, fine, I have $1
That's
billion,
true.
but I'm broken as a human. You know, it's like I can't. No, it's not
But
happening.
wait, you know from that little kid, your fucking nipple grows back.
I
Does
don't
it grow
care.
back?
Yes.
That's just such a horrifying sounding experience. I don't want to do it.
You just imagine that you put a cold ass thing on your nipple gets super hot, and you're
Why
like,
are you
"Fuck,
talking like
Oh,
that?
it hurts. Because it's like, imagine it, dude. Imagine.
I don't
And then
want
somebody-
to.
I-
Somebody
the-
flicks it, and then your nipple is off your body.
I know that's horrifying.
That's
That's-
I'm
fucked.
not okay right now.
Oh.
That's super horror.
How did we go from chapstick to
We're talking about
nipple
things that are
thing?
falling
Oh,
off.
yeah.
Dumbed up.
Oh yeah.
Can we go
Well,
to the
I mean,
next
his
question
nipple-
now? I'm
The
spooked.
next
His nipple
question
technically
from
was
T-Man is, who farted last? Organize yourselves in order.
I've been letting out little toots the whole time, so I think it's
Yeah, I
probably
have
me.
too.
I
I've been a
have
very
not.
gassy boy today.
So I guess I'm
I've got to
last.
take a shit right now. So.
Spoiler alert! Gotta shit.
Gotta
I don't know
poop.
if it's a spoiler, but I do have to take a shit. So
All right, well, we'll try and move this along because we're on like question 18 of 20.
I mean, I have control of my bowels. we don't need to
I'm
rush
not gonna
out.
shit myself
I'm
on
not-
stream or on video.
I'm gonna shit myself. Yeah,
Listen, you don't want to get stuck in there.
Yeah.
that's true. I wouldn't want to get constipated. That'd be quite unfortunate.
Yeah, don't want to get that cork. Next
All right,
question.
what's this?
Can a match box?
What?
Your
Hold on.
questions are
Why are
so
your questions
fucked
so
up.
fuck? Where even is this question?
It's at the top.
Oh my! It is. Why can someone else
This
read
is the order in
questions?
which I
Fix
received
your
them in.
shit.
Oh my god! What the fuck, dog?
It may all. I don't know. I'm just reading these straight out of my notifications.
Read the fucking off the Twitter.
No, it's in my notifications. They're all nice and lined up here.
Whatever.
No problem
They're all
with it.
lined up on that one too.
Yeah,
Can
you
a match
dumb.
box? I don't know. It's a stupid
Get
question.
a matchbox?
get a
That's
box match?
funny. I guess. I don't know.
Next question: what is the viability of weaponized lasers?
I guess now.
Very.
Hold on. I gotta scroll
Yeah,
through so I can find the
scrolling all the way
answer.
down. No,
the
it's back to
question.
where we were before.
Yeah. Okay. Here it is. What's the viability of weaponized lasers?
No.
What I've heard is it's all right. There are some
It's a
things
thing.
you can do with them.
It's okay.
It's just
It's
very
not
a
a-
lot of electricity.
Yeah.
The next-
It's not
needed.
Star Wars, but it's like it's getting there.
Yeah. The next question is, or on my list at least.
Your list
my
doesn't count. The
Twitter
next
list.
question is where is Sheriff? He's playing Carson.
That's the one.
He's playing
That's the
Gary
one I
now.
was
That's
like.
what. Okay. Yeah.
That's the one I was like. What the fuck? How did he know about
That
that?
is weird that he knows that. Were they talking? Is wait?
I was so fucking freaked
is Tim the
out.
friend? Like is that that who Black Ops is playing with?
Oh man, he made-
That's why I was fucking freaking out. I was
That
like,
is
how?
very
Did you guys
weird.
make a tweet?
No.
That's so. Oh wait!
What?
The last episode, Sheriff went out on a drive. He's referencing that, not
Is-
the fact
is
that
he,
he's
though?
gone right now.
Because
Is
I'm
he?
pretty
we
sure.
knew where he went that time.
That's some pretty deep state conspiracy level jumps to get to where you
Yeah.
got
I'm
to.
pretty-
I mean, I
pretty
could
sure he's
see it, I guess, but no, I don't know.
Like,
That I don't
you
think
don't
so.
believe in that conspiracy theory?
I don't subscribe to that
Do
theory.
not-
No.
Do not abide by that conspiracy theory.
You think he just secretly knows what we're doing? He knows
I
everything.
guess.
Dude,
I don't know.
he's fucking in the call right now. He's hacked. Flavortown,
What if-
USA.
what if
He is also a dog,
if-
but he's
He
hiding beneath
is
one of us.
Flavortown, USA.
He is Flavortown. Holy shit!
Oh my god!
He may also have been talking to Russ, who is also in the chat and likes to run his whore mouth because he's never on the
You
podcast.
think, dude, Russ barely talks to any of us. You really think he fucking talks to Tim of all people?
Yeah, fuck you, Tim.
Like,
You're not worth
really
anything. You're dirt.
Well, I mean,
That's
like,
what, That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm not
You are
saying that.
dirt. You are
I'm
nothing.
just saying. I'm sure Rust barely even fucking talks to Thor, his fuck buddy. So like,
Because he's so busy being edgy, putting on his eyeliner or whatever.
so wearing all the horse masks, drinking all the booze.
Does he message you when he drinks? Is he a part of that club?
He hasn't yet.
He better. I'm counting down the days.
One day he will. One day he'll fucking hit me up when he's drunk and he'll be like, I got issues.
I got so many problems.
Listen, item number one. My dick is just so small.
It's so small. You can't
He's
even
like,
see
but
it.
I can't see it. I don't know where it is. I think
It's just
I
the
think
tip.
I'm a boy, but
That's all it is.
I don't know it. I can't prove it.
Don't get me wrong. To anybody listening that vents to me, I'm fine with people venting to me. It's just so tiring when they're drunk all the time. I just fucking be sober. You can talk about your issues when you're sober.
I'm gonna get
God.
slammed
I still
and just air
I don't know.
every issue I've ever had.
I don't. Even if I wanted to, I don't even know what I would say. Every once in a
Exactly.
while, I think I'm gonna do it and be funny, but I don't even know what I would write.
Then you're just like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I got problems,
This is
man.
It's funny and all, but then you're like actually gonna have to open up to me, and I don't think.
Do I have?
any
Oh,
of
I
us
have
want
to?
that.
You're gonna have.
I
You're required
start
to.
joking and then I have to tell you my real problems.
You just break
Exactly.
down.
Okay.
And you're just like, all began when I was
You-
born.
You're in my trap now. Reveal your secrets.
Dude,
Like, okay.
that's the thing I do. I fucking make friends with people, make shitty jokes, and then they fucking lower their defenses, and then my fucking therapy comes out, and I'm like, you have issues.
That's what you need to do. Is just become a therapist.
That's my trap card. I'm just a therapist.
You should be a therapist.
Lay down
You
my,
need.
lay down my. You want to talk about it? Trap card.
Trap card. God.
Dude, that's the thing. I don't think I could be a therapist. I just sit there and be like, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, your life is a mess, buddy.
Like, I don't.
Oh yeah, I like think you're just sitting there on your phone browsing Reddit or something
Pretty
like
much.
that, and you look up like, yeah, that sucks, man.
Like,
Yep,
I
that's gonna be
do
$200
Well, you
bucks.
should get your shit together.
I really do listen. I don't fucking have. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I get that you want to vent to me. That's fine. Don't fucking come looking for actual advice. You're not gonna get it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
mean,
I got nothing.
As we've
This fucking
brought up
fault
before,
is
you-
yours.
We have
you
to
are a
recall,
child,
everybody
so-
needs to realize Maya is a 5-year-old child.
She's still
She
4.
knows nothing about
She's
the
still
world.
4. We haven't gone a year yet.
Child.
I had. Oh dang it!
She knows so little about this world of ours.
Did I get birthday presents when I turned 5?
Fuck no.
Oh,
I don't,
God,
I don't even get
no.
presents for my family. What do you think I'm gonna get to some child on the internet? Jesus.
You get a handshake and a spit in your face.
Yay! My favorite.
This is the real world.
You get a llama hello.
Llama hello.
Oh my god. What's the next question?
Next question is aliens or Indians?
Which is another.
Aliens,
It's kind of
because we talked about
one of
aliens
these
in the
weird
episode.
questions. But yeah, I guess we should go aliens, considering it's related to
Yeah.
the episode. But
That's true.
in what? But like aliens or Indians in what? In a fight? I mean, obviously aliens then, because Indians
Was that a movie?
Indians
I
have
feel
gotten
like it
absolutely riggedy wrecked over history. They can't do shit apparently.
I'm pretty sure Tim has asked this next question before. I feel like he has.
I think he
How
has-
many breads have you eaten in your
Yeah,
lifetime?
I'm pretty sure he has.
A
And-
lot.
I'm
I mean,
112% sure
tons of
he's
breads,
asked this question
I mean.
before. A lot. I am a
A
bread
lot of
whore.
bread.
I
I
will
love
eat
bread.
bread.
There was
all
a
day
period of time
long.
where I said bread is my favorite food, but I changed.
bread is a wonderful invention.
I-
We do need
like-
to do the bread topic at some point, but yeah,
Yeah, we
bread's a
do.
good time.
bread
I
is
think
great.
we've all disclosed a lot, though, that we love bread.
Bread is
Yeah.
great.
Like-
My mom, I feel so fucking bad for her. She can't eat gluten anymore, so she has to miss out on bread. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for her. She can't eat bread.
lost her voice halfway through the sentence.
On
You guys know that
bread.
Mad TV skit was Stewart? You know what I'm talking
No.
No,
Well, he
no,
talks-
yeah, you're talking
he
about
t-
bread.
he talks
You're
just like
the
that.
giant dying guy.
Yeah, the giant
Yeah,
guy who
the
acts like a
giant
child.
man.
Yeah. He's always like,
I hated that guy. It always gave me like nightmares. Yeah, I fucking hate him so much. He's so creepy. I don't like him. I fucking like actually.
Fuck you,
he looks like-
Stuart.
He fucking looks. If I'm thinking of the right guy, he looks like a fucking ventriloquist dummy,
Yeah.
and I
yeah.
hate that. I hate ventriloquist dummies. God, that's one of my other like really weird fears. I was gonna bring it up last week, and then I was like, I don't think anything can top fucking logs underwater. But I like genuinely, with a burning passion, hate that and ventriloquist
Spooky.
dummies and dolls too. I fucking hate dolls. They scare the shit out of me, and I don't know why. Anyways, that's my rant on dolls and ventriloquist dummies.
How do we get there from bread again?
I really don't know.
Next question is
Spooky.
wearing shoes without socks. Gross?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty gross.
I think even sandals are gross. But I mean, obviously, if
Socks and sandals?
well, no, I'm
You
saying
can-
no.
Absolutely.
Let me clarify. If you wear socks and sandals, you're a dork. And I just think I just think sandals in general are gross because they're
That's also
just
true.
feet. I just hate
That's
feet.
true.
they're just feet.
There's
Yeah.
feet hanging out.
It's like me. Your feet are just out there. I mean, have you no
Buds.
Did you just say
decency?
mate?
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah, Nate, Bud,
Not
your feet. They're just chilling out there. All them little
Nate.
sausages are just out there for the picking.
But listen, feet are so fucking gross, and if I have to see them,
They
I
are.
don't like it.
Really? Like that.
They're not great.
That's one of the things why I just really don't get, and I hate the fucking foot fetish. It's so
Yeah, I try not to shame
gross.
fetishes, but I'm gonna shame foot fetishes.
If you have a foot fetish, boy oh boy,
There
boy,
are
this is not the
You suck.
podcast for you.
I'm just saying there are very few kinks that I shame. One of
I
them's a
welcome
foot
all the
fetish.
kings.
One of them's a foot fetish, one of them's bestiality, and one of them
I
is
mean-
the daddy kink.
I mean,
Those are
God,
the only
what
three
would
Is
happen?
bestiality
Yeah.
really like a kink?
Are
though?
we talking
It's
like
just kind of
furries, or are we talking just
I'm talking
bestiality
like
in general?
furries.
Well,
Because
okay, furries.
bestiality
That's different.
itself is just fucked up.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I
But,
wouldn't
fucking
say
in
like
furry
I wouldn't say
suits,
pedophilia is a kink, you know. So I would.
That's
I,
true. That's
you know,
true.
so I wouldn't. But yeah, furries though. Yeah, that's kind of
Furries,
interesting.
Furries
boning.
kind of messed up.
Actually, you know, even just boning in furry like outfits, I don't want to see it ever in my life.
Yeah.
But I'm not as disgusted by it. Actually, I'm not really disgusted by it at all. It's just weird. I'm not as disgusted by it as I am the fucking foot fetish and the daddy kink. I hate both of them.
Yeah.
They're fucking
The
disgusting.
daddy thing is really fucking weird.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, I pretty much exclusively refer to one of my friends as daddy.
No.
I mean,
I can't even
it
say
is-
it ironically.
It is as a joke, but it is
Yeah.
pretty much exclusively now that that's
It's not okay.
It's not okay,
I
and it
just-
probably does sound very weird. Where like I would come up to him at lunch in high school and be like, "Hey, daddy."
Hey, daddy, how you doing?
Oh my god.
No, that just sounds wrong coming out of my
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I always
yeah,
thought
yeah.
maybe the reason why I don't like it so much is I still sometimes call my dad daddy, and that's why it's like super gross to me.
You really are a child,
And-
aren't you?
Yeah, you are
Well,
a
like,
literal
ever
4-year-old.
since-
Daddy,
Ever since I fucking no, ever
can you
since I
help me
fucking
get a
found
cup
out
on a
about that-
shelf?
I can't read.
Listen, all right, listen.
My small midget arms.
Sometimes I do have to have my dad or my brother help get a cup out of the
God.
fucking top shelf of the cabinet.
God, you are so small.
I'm literally 5'4", all right? All right? My
You are
fucking-
so
my
short.
brother's- Dude, my brother's 5'11". He can reach things. I can't.
You're
Oh,
all
by the way,
short.
you asked. I
So
think you
short.
asked me how tall I was at some point. That's how tall I am as well. 5'11".
5'11"? Fuck you.
It's
You're
Anybody-
short. Everyone's so
anybody
It's
short.
over
not. Yeah,
5'6"
5'11" really
too
isn't
tall.
that tall. So
You guys are so short.
I really don't
Oh, what are you?
appreciate
What are
standing
you, fucking
next to my friend
Mr.
who's like
6 foot
6'4".
tall? You can't fucking call 5'11"
6'12".
short.
6'2". It's 3 inches. A whole 3 inches. Listen, there's a lot you can do with 3 inches. Just ask Ross.
Don't say that. Don't. I'm a child. You made me listen to that with my baby ears.
You told us you said something really especially creepy a couple episodes ago.
What did I
I
say?
don't even remember, but you're like,
Yeah, but it wasn't all right.
It was
hurt
really
my
not all right.
adult-sized ears.
I can't remember what it was, but after you said it, I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's super jail, and that was your fault.
Yeah.
I
don't even remember what you
it
said,
was,
but I know exactly what he's talking about.
Was it in an episode?
It was something like
It was, yeah.
You
'cause
said
I remember
something, it
listening
was
back
something
to
along the lines of like, please suck my penis, and I was like, Jesus, Maya, calm down.
It was.
It was something like really like, what?
Yeah.
You need to
remember.
fucking chill, child.
Well, I do constantly say, stop riding my dick.
Yeah, that's different though. You were like,
Yeah.
it was like, suck my actual penis, and I'm like,
Yeah, it
excuse
was
me.
very sexual.
So
I literally the only times that I say suck my actual penis is when it's like in a mad way.
well, you might have.
Like
I mean,
you know how people
with
say
this,
suck my dick
with
in
this,
mad in mad
In mad.
in an angry way. They say
well,
suck my
in
dick.
this with this podcast, it's very possible you were angry. I mean, but either way, it was still like Jesus.
But I don't want to fucking hear Chris saying you can do a lot with 3 inches. Like, ew.
But then he followed it with
No.
just ask Russ, so it was part of a larger joke, which was very funny.
That's gross too. Oh, it's gross. Like one of the one of the title episodes. Titles of one of I'm having a stroke. Like one of the episodes titles of this podcast.
Jesus.
I don't want rustic in my face. I don't want to think
Was
about
it-
rustic.
Wasn't it a face full of rustic?
Yeah, face full of Russ's dick. I don't want it. Don't want to think about it. Don't want it
Yeah.
in my
Not really
brain.
Full. It's just kind of like.
But at the same time, I've brought this
Anyway.
up before. People who talk about them having extremely small penises and them talking about having like ungodly large penises are both really funny to me. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really, I fucking love it when people make jokes about like my fucking humongous dong.
it's
It's fucking
yeah.
hilarious.
People are like they're like their dong going onto their ankles. I'm like that's good shit. But also people being
my
just like
fucking third leg. I'm a tripod.
at the same time people being like my fucking little pea pod. Or and then the rest of the joke or whatever. Yeah, I think these are both fucking excellent.
They are. They're both very funny. How did we get to this from wearing shit?
we're talking
Favorite
about
kind of
foot
donut?
fetishes.
Question mark.
Favorite kind of donut? That would of course be the
jelly-filled.
what are those? Are they long johns? Is that an actual name for a
What?
donut? Like the long?
What?
That's a name for a
Pants?
podcast, right?
What?
Let me
What?
look- hold on. Hold
What are you
on.
talking about?
Donut.
Wait, hold on. Name of a
Yeah,
podcast?
yeah, no, Long John Donuts, yeah.
What?
Hey, hi, it's me, editing cartooner here again, back from the beginning of the podcast. Yeah, I had no idea I said podcast there instead of donut, and I don't know why I said podcast instead of donut. I just, I just did, I guess. Yeah, and that's I was confused why they were confused, and now editing this, realizing like, oh, it's because I'm an idiot. So anyway, back to the podcast. Jesus Christ!
It's a seafood restaurant.
Oh, Long Johnson.
That
I thought those were bear claws.
Oh, those were Eclairs.
I looked up John
Jesus,
Long
Christ,
John, and that's
we're all
what showed up.
illiterate today. Jesus.
Okay, well, now I'm curious. What's the fuck bear claw
Long John.
donut?
Bear. Oh, those aren't bear claws.
Oh yeah,
never
bear
mind.
claws look like bear claws. You dumb idiot.
I don't know what a bear claw.
God.
What was the
so
other one?
stupid.
What was the one you said, Chris?
What did I say?
I don't know.
Eclair.
Oh,
That's
Eclair.
not an eclair.
I don't know how you know how to spell that to look it up.
Eclair.
Eclair. Oh, I guess it is an eclair. Never mind. It does look like an eclair. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I looked up the wrong thing.
Just like not with
just the letter
visible
E.
filling.
Eclair.
Oh, that's really okay.
Eclair.
Because there's a city in Minnesota called like Eclair, but it has like EUCLA something. Yeah, no.
Well, not everybody spells
So
things
these
weird,
eclairs,
like
they have
Minnesota.
stuff in the middle. I don't like the stuff in the middle. It makes me feel like it's like
Dying.
No stuff in the middle,
gross.
boy.
I don't know. I don't like it. It's just it's the custard.
So
is
you're not a
okay.
fan of jelly donuts then?
No, not really. No.
I like jelly donuts.
Jelly
I'm
donuts.
sticking.
are great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Long John's sticking with them.
Because
Because I mean, you get like you get so much donut. I actually don't know if it's more donut or not, but I mean, it just feels
It's just
like
an elongated donut.
it's an elongated donut, but it
Yeah,
makes me
it's
feel like
dragged
I'm
out.
getting more donut, and I like that. So that's definitely my answer.
Jelly donut. Jelly donut's great. Next question. Do you clean up nice?
No, I don't
I would
think I
hope
never
so.
have.
Yeah, I like to think I do. But
You've
that's
never cleaned
my
up?
ego test.
I get like I'm a clean person, but I've never cleaned up. Like, I'm always just like in a t-shirt and jeans, and like.
I mean, I would hope
my hair is like relatively in place, but it's not like brushed or anything. You know, it's like
it's kind of there.
it's just
So I woke
it's
up
not
this
like
morning,
sticking straight
salt's
up.
still there.
I'm
Okay,
not
we're
like
good
I
to
don't know
go.
if I've been struck by lightning, but I'm not exactly clean or anything.
Also, I want to point out, last week you guys didn't change your profile pictures because we were using the video. This week you got the same exact fucking profile.
You just now noticed that.
Well, I noticed it. I knew it. Because it's like hard to tell the difference when both of you are talking in the fucking Burgle chat. And, like, I always think Cartooner's talking when Chris is talking, and then I'm like,
Don't
wow,
worry, it's gonna get worse.
Cartooner's a little bit more.
Anyway,
Honestly, real talk, I don't know what the fuck happened. Cartooner used to be the mean one. Now Cartooner's the nice one. I don't know what happened to you, Chris. Chris, you gotta come back to
the
us,
harsh
man.
realities of the world have set in upon my shoulders.
Chris, you went too far, bud. You got over the dark side, man. You fucking got off the edge. You've got bonkers, dude. Cartooner's the nice one now.
So what are you saying? I'm normally
He's
not
called
dumb
you
bitch?
a dumb whore like 5 times.
But not as much as you do.
Listen, you dumb whore.
Wow.
I don't know, man. The harsh realities of the real world have set in upon these shoulders of mine.
You fucking dude, as soon as college ended, man, you fucking got a job right out of the gate of college. Little minimal college debt fucking got to you, man.
Yeah. Sad part is, I'm actually a nice person at work, or so I've been told.
Yeah, no, old
It's
people
only
love
on
me.
this podcast. This podcast is where I vent. This is where it all comes out.
Oh yeah.
Why are you so mean to me?
Because I'm like a fairly reasonably nice person, at least I like to think I am in the real world. But it's like I get on here, it's like, boy, oh boy, these 3 people lined up in this row right here, 2 of which with the same profile picture. It's time just to say horrible things to the small child in the room.
Time to be mean.
Time to be mean to the little girl.
I tried
That's what-
cracking my knuckles and it's not working.
How do you turn down people interested in dating you? I would not know how to answer that
I have
question.
no idea.
Oh,
I don't
God.
think a single person has ever been interested in dating me. So I have
Same.
zero idea. But oh yeah, Maya, I suppose you have somebody like
Yeah,
twice
Maya,
a day.
please regale us.
As a girl on the internet,
How
you
do
probably
you
have
go
you know,
about
you
doing
probably
it?
have, you probably have a message right now waiting.
Do I? I wouldn't be surprised if I ignored somebody.
Something like,
There's
hey,
this
will you
one-
please fuck
there's
me, please? Jesus
Um,
Christ.
You guys, I brought up that I went to a Gorillaz concert over the summer.
Yes, this is discussed
before.
on the
I
podcast.
don't think on the podcast I have, but it was just me and one other guy, and the guy was a super good friend of mine. I mean, he still kind of is a super good friend of mine, but I asked him before we went, and I was like, this is like just a friend thing, right? This isn't like a date or anything. And he was like, no, it's just friends. And I was like, all right, cool. So I went on the trip. on the trip. It was like a 3-hour drive with his family down to Massachusetts to see the concert. Fucking phenomenal concert, by the way. We it was a great concert, and like several months later, I was hanging out at a football game, and then he and one of our other mutual friends was there, and I was hanging out with my best friend that loves Grease that Cartooner still wants to meet.
I've got it. I just got it.
You just gotta meet her, dude. Yeah. So yeah, and then after the thing, the mutual friend of ours texted me afterwards, and he was like, "Yeah, so that guy, he has like a huge crush on you," and I was like, "No, thank you." So, and I know that he still likes me.
Right.
I don't think he knows that I know he likes me.
Uh-oh.
So I've just been ignoring it this entire time.
So that's how you turn down people. You just ignore them.
That's how I
until they
deal
go
with it.
away.
Yeah, I just ignore it, and I feel
I mean,
I
that
do.
works, I guess.
I do. I really feel bad about it, but
Yeah,
it's like
I mean-
I don't want to make.
Well,
him
I mean,
feel
has
sad.
he made like a proper move at this point? I mean, has it been
I
like,
don't
hey, you know what,
know.
let's go date?
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. No,
Okay,
he's
well,
not,
then,
he's
well
not-
then,
he hasn't
okay,
been,
well
like,
then, at this
down
point,
on
you
it
still
like
haven't
that.
turned anything down. But at the same time, he hasn't really made a move yet either.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I don't think there's anything to worry about if you ask me. But at
Well,
the same time,
all right,
what
hold
the
on.
fuck do I know?
There was one fuckboy thing he did.
Nice.
And this was
nice.
before the concert. Yeah. He played 20 questions, or he asked me
Oh
to
God!
play
Oh,
20
that's right.
questions.
I think you
At
brought this up
2
before to us.
Yeah, at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh,
And then
Jesus.
I think the creepiest thing he asked was like, what was the most illegal thing I've done? And then he brought up sending nudes. And I was like, well, gotta go to bed.
That's kitty
Night,
porn.
pretty much, yeah.
Well, that's
That's child
Super
porn.
jail. Dun, 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 dun.
And so, yeah, after that, I just ignore all of his texts.
yeah.
Yeah. Hope for the
I
best.
thing is, 20 questions is a fun game, but it's just kind of
It's
like
a super fun game.
Until you
I
bring
just
dicks
don't
in.
it's
want-
until it's
yeah, I
like,
just don't-
how much of a naughty girl are you? It's like,
it's really uncomfortable.
No. How do you feel about the word daddy?
I would want a mom. Yeah, I don't know.
Very, very fun to play it with Tim, as we're doing right now, evidently. So that's the answer to that. Just ignore them, Tim.
Just ignore them.
Just ignore everybody. You know what? If you all flipped coins, who would flip heads?
Let me see.
I found a penny that was heads up today. Only get one coins out of my coin bucket, and I'll answer that question.
I didn't
for
really
you.
flip it. It just kind of fell on the floor. Hold on.
Oh, my mom's the next one.
I'm gonna get a quarter. 'cause the quarter's
Well,
the biggest
not
one.
me. I got tails.
Okay, where's my quarter of flippage? All right, let's do the science. Tails. Maya, break the chain.
And break the chain.
Break the chain.
No, I got tails too.
Fuck.
None of us. Okay, we're all unlucky, horrible people.
So the answer, none of us.
Yeah. Favorite flower? The kind that goes in cake.
I like roses. Oh my
I mean, it's
Oh, Brad.
spelled differently, but okay.
I like roses. They're pretty.
I mean, I'm a flower
I
person, so.
I think a rose is probably the
Can't
only
really answer
flower I
that
can
question.
name. So yeah, fine,
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
rose.
Want to talk about your doggy again?
Yeah,
Actually,
I love
there's one
my
thing I'd like to
dog.
update
dogs.
on. So we talked about how we have to put our dog away, otherwise she'll angry shit, right? There actually is another reason for that though. She is so easily bullied that our cat is relatively nice to her, but if she's out, she will just be terrified of him. And even if he's just like, well, because he's still a cat where he's like, oh, I'm just gonna happen to sit directly on your face now for no real reason. I just happen to want to be here right now. And so she's like, okay, well, I guess this is my life now. So she's just a massive wuss, and so actually that's
both
also
of
part of the
my
reason why she
dogs
has to go in the kennel.
Are absolutely terrified of my cat, and I have no idea why, because my cat's like a small, just chill out cat. But if they're chilling out on the front porch, the cat will go and sit down just in the middle of the stairs, and they will not leave the front porch because they will not walk by the cat. It's amazing. They'll just
Actually,
chill out there.
Actually, I do know why my dog is scared of cats. It's because the last cat we had, the one that died last year, we caught him a few times pouncing on her.
Oh God!
And we're like, look, what the fuck, dog? What are you doing?
What the fuck, dog?
What the fuck, dog? What are you doing? You trying to eat the dog? That's not cool. And so she's like, yeah, like terrified of that cat. It's not, she just sees any cat and she's like, well, I guess I'm gonna die now. That's cool.
It's a small furry animal.
One of my dogs is reasonably scared of my cats because, and it's the older dog, because she's been swatted by them like so many times. Like being, a curious dog, she went up to sniff them, and my cats fucking hate that.
Oh yeah.
They don't like a big scary 60, 70 pound dog walking up to them, sniffing their butt.
Yeah.
My other dog, who, like, after we brought our first dog in, she pretty much only stays in the living room, dining room area, and then outside while our cats get the rest of the house. So now the cats only stay in that area, and so my other dog hasn't really had a chance to be swatted as much. So she gets really curious whenever they come by. That's my story.
Good.
It's not, like, my nose is getting really stuffy, and I really gotta go blow it.
Don't worry, we got 2 more questions, and we can end it.
Woohoo!
And both of them are very stupid. Was socio-economic crisis in Israel?
I don't
didn't know there
know.
was a socio-economic crisis in Israel.
I
so
feel
don't
bad
have
for
to.
Israeli people.
Hold
If they do.
on, there's a mosquito chilling out in my room. Let me see if I can kill it.
Gotta whack.
Sorry, it's been buzzing around. It's starting to irritate me. I'm gonna see if I can kill it real quick.
Just say gotta whack it.
Gotta whack it.
Because that's again not an okay thing for you to say. That's super jail.
I did,
That's
and I
alright.
realized that afterwards, but I was hoping that nobody noticed.
Don't be
I didn't
ridiculous. Of
realize
course we noticed.
Gotta whack whack.
I didn't realize how inappropriate it sounded until after I said it.
Gotta whack it. Like,
Gotta whack it.
hold on.
Ah, beans. Gotta whack it.
Well, it's
God
10 o'clock.
dang it.
Gotta whack it.
Dude,
10:35 p.m. It's time. Is that time of the day
That
again?
fucking reminds me. My
How
best
is this
friend's
gonna-
dad.
alright.
It's not gonna take long. My best friend's dad, the grease friend, he uses the word wanker all the time.
Good
And-
word.
Here's the thing. He doesn't know that it means to masturbate, And my
Still a
friend,
very good word.
it is a very
Yeah,
good word. Don't get me wrong. But my friend has told him that, and she's been to him. She's like, Dad, you can't fucking
Can't just
say
call
that.
people
You
wankers.
can't just go around the house calling everything a wanker. With a 6-year-old child walking around.
Well, yeah,
he's
they're,
like, "What?"
they're gonna go and call
Yeah.
our teacher a wanker, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, well.
And
You
then
wanker!
she's like, or her dad's like, why not? And she's like, because it fucking means it means you masturbate. And he's just like, he fucking tells her, no, it doesn't. That's disgusting. Don't ever bring that up to me again. And then he
You
continues
wanker.
to use it.
He's just in
Oh,
denial
dude,
about it.
yeah, he's also the same. He's also the same dad that once said, "Dictator, huh? Is that a dick? Is that a potato on your dick?"
God bless
I don't know what the
America.
fuck
Wait,
is wrong.
is your friend's dad Rivet?
Yeah, it is.
Because he's made that same joke like
Has he
45
seriously?
times.
Oh my god. Holy
Anyway,
shit, my-
last question of the podcast forever. Do you like? Oh God, I don't.
That's not even-
Szechuan Szechuan sauce.
Would
No.
you eat Szechuan sauce?
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
eat it.
if I had some, I guess, but I'm not much of a sauce person anyway.
Yeah, I'm not big on the sauces.
Mm-mm.
So there we go.
All right,
That's
that's
it.
been Crusty Pickled Grandmas episode 16. Tune in next week for episode 17, which will coincidentally be the same as the year, unless we decide to delay it until next year.
I don't know why we
In
do
which
that,
case-
but I mean, I guess anything's possible.
Anything's possible when you believe.
Just, yeah. Goodbye.
You wankers.